It's an egg. What made you wonder about a Green Lantern that is an egg?
I was looking at this, and then I saw that. And I remember, like, we were either watching something, or I saw it in, like, an old, I don't know, I just, like, flipped through a graphic novel or something, and there was, like, one that was an egg.
He looks like a colored egg? Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
What's his name? Is he like a recurring character?
You finally got me on my comic knowledge. It's Eggy the Egg.
It's Eggy the Egg.
He patrols the galaxy being an egg.
That's awesome.
Well, you know, I've always wondered when he dies, does he break open and, like, yolk come out? Hey, look, I think people are showing up. We're kind of live. Let's go over here and see some comments. Yeah, we were on for a moment, and then we had to make some adjustments. We apologize. What graphic novel you were looking at with a Green Lantern that's an egg in it?
I think I have a Green Lantern comic book. That, or it was, our school usually does, like, a book fair thing.
Right.
Sometimes they'll have, like, graphic novels, so maybe I was looking at that.
I'm going to be with you folks in just a second.
I swear we watched some, like, Green Lantern cartoon or something sometime.
You and me?
Yeah. But I swear I've seen it. It's like an egg. It's like an egg. It looks like Humpty Dumpty. It's hilarious.
We're speaking on the Green Lantern egg. Does anybody know the name of the Green Lantern that's an egg? Hello.
Oh, God. I hope they do.
Somebody, if Rye the Stunner was still awake, he would totally Google that. But, you know, I don't know. I could totally Google it, but I'm not gonna. Gonna get where we can see comments. Hey, there we are. And there's the one that's actually live. Wonder how many people are hanging out on the other live stream that's dead now.
I'm sorry I keep talking about this egg guy, but I'm fascinated. How often does he appear in comic books? Or like
so little that I don't know who the Green Lantern egg guy is. Okay, roll call. Hello, Tracy Simpson. Holly and Mike, N and S. Hello, Holly and Mike, N and S. That's a lot of name. Rachel Danny Moody. Hi. So if you guys are wondering, we just felt like coming on and hanging out. It's less pressure late at night when no one's here, but just a few of us. Like when there's like 70 people and we have to use a blender and shit, it's tiring. It's hard work. So Andrew Exxon is drunk as shit. Here's to you, Andrew. What are you drinking this morning, Andrew? Elizabeth was here before. Can't get one past her. She lives for streams. She was over, I think, on Ian K's stream earlier.
Right on.
After our stream ended, Ian K broadcast live from a 7-Eleven parking lot in a sketchy area.
No way.
I always fear for him that he's going to get killed. Four Locos. Oh, man, don't get me started. This fool right here has seen me so messed up on Four Locos.
Just once, though.
I threw up and didn't realize it and just kept right on talking.
You threw up in a Four Loko and you almost drank it.
And then he stopped me. He said, hey, man, you threw up in that Four Loko. So, yeah.
They'll get you, huh?
They'll get you, Andrew. But I do like, what's my favorite flavor of Four Loko? I like the fruit punch. The fruit punch is the bomb. I don't like the watermelon.
Why not?
Especially like on the 9.0 alcohol or the 12.0, it tastes horrible.
That's as strong as like wine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's strong shit.
That's evil.
It's only like 8% below a bad shot.
Weren't those like banned for a while, or like illegal, or just not sold?
In California, a lot of places they had Four Loko used to have a lot more shit in it.
Like caffeine.
I don't know. Anybody know why Four Locos got banned early on? They have 14% now. Not in Arkansas, my friend. They're only 12%. We're lightweights here. Hey, Drake. Drake's back. Still not in the wheelchair.
It's Drake.
After we had that conversation last week about how did Drake get in the wheelchair on Degrassi, I swear to God, YouTube has a listening device because I went to, not my recommended, but the home where they just show you random videos, and there was Drake getting shot on Degrassi. The actual...
Spooky.
Yeah, super spooky. College kids couldn't handle their shit and died. So they didn't change up the mix on the Four Loko, Andrew? They just took it off the market and then brought it back? Row U wasn't here for the last one, I don't think. Sup, Greg and Q? Love watching your videos. Thank you, Connor. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Connor.
They took caffeine out. Okay, so you were right. It did have caffeine in it.
Well, I think you told me that sometime.
I've never understood the idea of caffeine and alcohol. Like says the guy that loves the Red Bull and what you call it shot.
Carp? I don't know.
Just watched Twin Peaks and my mind is melted. I like the Red Bull and damn it, you guys know the shot. But other than that, I'm not down for drinking beer with caffeine in it because It's rare I get really sick, but then let me get really sick but not be able to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Nah.
Sounds kind of...
Good morning, Peter J. Peter J was on our stream. Then he was on Ian's stream. Now he's back at our stream.
Wow, man.
I don't know what Peter J's got going on in his life that he's just randomly watching streams. I picture him in a mansion, guard dogs,
yes,
with Uzi in his lap.
Gold bars,
just chilling, just watching us. Jaeger bomb, thank you, Casey. Fucking Jaeger bomb. How could I forget?
How could you forget?
One of my all-time favorite drinks, literally, like Jaeger bomb all day. But that's the only time I'm mixing caffeine with like any booze. It's just a shot. How was the Peaks? Twin Peaks, don't get me started. It like changed my life tonight.
You had a mystical experience.
I really felt myself leave my body. Season 3, episode 8, he used a lot of binaural sounds, and it was nothing but like a lot of just, there were no characters, literally no characters in the whole episode. And so, yeah, he put me into some kind of trance. It was awesome. Hey, Greg, did anyone ever win the Pokemon Go thing? I don't know if anyone ever died from it. Somebody did. I don't remember
I think we
who.
talked about it. Someone got shot.
Yeah, somebody won it. Wow, good memory.
Very good memory.
Yes, someone won it, and they were like the fourth person, though, because they were literally...
Someone walked off a cliff playing it. I remember that.
Yeah, and that guy, somebody predicted that, but we kept getting sent articles, and people kept going, I won, but then when you would look it up,
yeah,
they didn't. It was like the two people in another country, which was a weird country, something like Iraq or Iran, they were playing
Yugoslavia.
And they went into a house and someone shot them.
Yeah. And
whoever had that won. Berserk. Can you friend me on stream?
Steam.
Thank you. Good eye.
You don't think you have Steam?
I don't have Steam. Do you have Steam?
No.
No. The Cliff Guy. Good Lord. I think I put something like kidnapping or something. Yes. Anybody else remember our ill-fated Pokemon Go contest?
Didn't one of those videos get taken down or something?
That video was one of the early ones where YouTube said, you can't do that. And then I reapplied and said, we didn't do anything. And they said, okay, maybe you didn't, and then put the money back on the video. Right. Basically, we had a pool for the way the first person would die playing Pokemon Go. And there were somebody was offended, and they put the kibosh on it. But YouTube brought it back. God bless them. What up, Emilio Perez? The boy with the hair is too cute. His hair is on fleek. His hair is on something.
Is on fleek. Whatever that means.
You know what fleek means. Don't even sit here and act like you don't. He knows.
Nah.
Would you rather be killed or shot in both kneecaps?
Shot in both kneecaps. Since
you didn't say I couldn't have painkillers, I would rather be shot in both kneecaps. That wasn't part of the question. Are you serious? About the contest, Drake? Yes, it was a contest and someone won. Matt Ray is just fishing. He's just trolling me, trying to get me upset with the Roman Reigns. You should go back to the buzz cut.
No, I shouldn't.
You know, it's amazing how many people that are out there that like are fans, and I hate the word, let's say viewers, people that watch often, have never seen Prison Break Q. And whenever we reference it, they're like, I've never seen that.
Consider them lucky.
His hair just is like a mushroom cloud. It explodes. He'll get these really short haircuts, always on accident, always against his will. And then he looks like the dude from Prison Break. And I can't ever... Michael on Prison Break.
Michael.
Yes. Not the dumb one.
The guy with all the tattoos.
The dude with the tattoos.
That guy.
He looks eerily like that guy. Drake says he's got the same kind of hair. Well, now if you really are the Drake, we know you do. I need merch for my shrine, guys. Go over and buy some of Ian K's find. Peep this out. He has a store.
Oh, yeah.
You can buy Little Ike and then just put Q's face on it. I would rather listen to Justin Bieber's Baby than Nails on a Chalkboard for an hour. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
Just, yeah. Ugh. But still, Nails on a Chalkboard, no. Funk Lord. It's crazy how long I've watched you guys, like probably at least 2.5 years. So if you go back that far, Funk Lord, do you go back to before we did food reviews, where we used to purposely put horrible videos up just to troll people leaving comments? That was the way this channel started. Back when you could get away with things, I would make awful videos on purpose. Yeah. And then wait for people to comment and then just savagely rip them. And that's how the channel started.
Good times.
It was fun. And people subscribed to watch other people get ripped to shreds in the comments. That's like our first 15,000 subscribers were people subscribing to watch me comment people back.
Awesome.
How weird is that?
It's kind of weird.
You can go back, way back on the channel and see some of them crappy videos. That orange video was a great example of that. It stayed because it had 16 million views. No, it was after you did food reviews. I think it was one of the first reviews on a specific item. Yeah, we've been doing food reviews a while. Did you ever see us do the food reviews in the kitchen, Funk Lord, in the other room without the background?
That was a long time ago.
Oh, those were horrible videos. These aren't state of the art, but I watched those old videos, and good God, they were.
I bet.
It was like a Fisher Price camera we shot that on. I found your channel because of your troll video, how to open a car door with a potato. That's another example. And then people would send messages or leave comments. You can't really do that. Or the angry people, I really needed to use this video to open my car door. People would legit write that, and then they would call me names, and then I would go to town on them.
We don't have a Twitch.
Nope. We've thought of it, but then you guys can watch us here. And like Twitch is for people that really are wanting to go beg for money more. Or ask for money. I won't say beg. It's LeVar Ball's yellow teeth. I was just about to watch Smash Mouth get bread thrown at them, but you went live. It's never too late to watch that. In fact, when we're done here, I'm going to watch that again. Makes me happy. Been a while since I heard you guys talk about WWE. Any thoughts on Brock versus Samoa Joe or Jinder Mahal being the champ? I will keep this short. He's not a wrestling guy. I love Jinder Mahal as a champ. No one else may. I think it's a good move. I think if they have people that can actually wrestle go against him instead of the charisma vacuum Randy Orton, he'll be great. I would love to see Samoa Joe choke out Brock Lesnar, but that's never going to happen. Those are my thoughts.
All right.
It's every day, bro, and England is my city.
England is my city.
That's his favorite part of that song. He lives for that.
Love it.
Twitch is my free cam, but for nerds and gamer girls. You know, Twitch does all kinds of shit. I watched something on there last night, Saturday night, called Wrestle Circus. If you flip through there different times, it was like a pay-per-view. They had name wrestlers on there, and it was live from somewhere in Austin, free of charge. Twitch is pretty awesome.
Like a god church.
F. Brock Lesnar, 98 days without defending the damn belt. I love people's passion. But, Freaky, let me ask you this. When he does defend it, doesn't it feel special because he doesn't defend it very often? As opposed to having some guy go out every week with the world title belt on and fight matches. And then he loses the match so that he can win at the pay-per-view. Speaking of LeVar Ball, tell me why Lonzo looks like Drake, but a kindergartner drew him. You got anything on that?
No.
You're not the basketball guy, huh?
I've seen that meme, though.
When will y'all review a boneless pizza?
Boneless. You know. We've reviewed boneless pizza, so.
Boneless?
Yeah.
I won't say his name, but do you think you'll ever give Q alcohol on camera like that one guy? He's being polite, not saying the name that can never be said. Larry's dumbass did some bit where he had vodka and he gave the kid a drink.
Felony.
But I will guarantee you, even Larry's not that stupid. Yeah. It's water, but it's a bad look. It's a bad look to have.
Yeah, it is.
No. I don't believe in it, and it's against the law. 21 years old, he can roll in here and throw beer cans at me. But until then, no. Unless we're in a state that allows drinking at 18, then I'll allow it.
I don't think there is a state, is there?
We've talked about Louisiana off and on. I don't know. I keep getting conflicting information about whether you can drink at 18 in Louisiana.
Who knows?
I know that Megan is thoroughly researching this for our trip to Louisiana next year. What state are you guys in? Don't judge us, Drake. We are currently in the state of Arkansas.
England.
That would be awesome.
We're
in the state of England.
That's
state
right.
of confusion.
England
Arkansas.
England is my state.
That's why we're always dodging tornadoes. And what else are we dodging?
You know, stuff.
You know, though, we're proud to say that crime has come to Arkansas.
Water moccasins.
Water moccasins. Drive-bys, if we're in Little Rock. They had a whole 5 drive-bys in Little Rock in one afternoon this week.
In
so
one day.
I was very proud of them. Which food have you guys given the highest score to, lowest score to? What the hell did we give? We were here. We gave something.
We're right here.
Just recently, I gave something a 3. Oh, I gave the double jalapeno burger from Hardee's, I believe, a 3. Go watch the video. It's super self-explanatory. It looked like someone had wiped their ass with it, then stepped on it, then set it on fire, then had a bum walk around with it in his pocket for a week.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. Burger King breakfast sandwich. I did give a couple of those high marks. You and I both gave Taco Bell items at one point 100. Not the same item. I don't remember which. The all-time highest rated item I've ever done, though, I can tell you guys because I remember it like it was yesterday. The redo of the Mountain Dew. What was it? It's not Code Red, but it was one of the redos. The Modern Warfare.
Oh, the game
Cherry
code.
Gamer Fuel.
Yeah, something like that.
And I loved it, and it was like the gift from the gods. It was like sent from heaven above. And so they took it away, and then they brought it back this last summer. And then we did it, and I looked at the calories, and the calories were only like 130, and they had totally fucked it up and used like Splenda in it and totally ruined it.
It's true.
Yeah. So it was the cherry, citrus, whatever, was my favorite thing we've ever reviewed. Go ahead, I see you smiling.
It's the English my city and these rules my gender. It's cracking me up. Good memes in the comments.
What do you guys do when you're not reviewing on camera?
I sleep.
We both slept today, like 12 hours. And I never sleep 12 hours. I don't know. We just do stuff.
Just stuff?
Like,
got a lot of hobbies and stuff?
I'm a parent, man. I do laundry.
Man.
This guy, he doesn't do anything. He lives around here like
It's great.
King frickin' Tut. He has some guy that does his laundry and makes his dinner and, you know. So, yeah, that's what I do, and then he reaps the benefits. I don't think Mountain Dew is that good, to be honest. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, Drake. But damn it, Drake, we've practically built this channel on Mountain Dew. Come on, man. Had the Fruit Loops shake earlier. It was average, to say the least, but at least I tried it. The problem with the Fruit Loops shake, I found, is you can't eat food with it. Try eating a cheeseburger with that sweet-ass thing.
Yeah, good point.
The Lucky Charm shake, like, you can still have fries or a burger with it and not want to gag. So, yeah, the Fruit Loop shake, scam. And Greg, I've actually been wanting to ask you for a while, what did you think of Mountain Dew Typhoon? Is alright. Is middle of the pack for me. I remember it being my favorite, but that was a long time ago. And that's the other thing when they bring it back anymore. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know if you're getting what you had years ago. You may be getting the new and improved like they did with the citrus, which was bullshit. Code Red's your favorite, isn't it? Mountain Dew?
Voltage.
Voltage.
I gotta take a break with Mountain Dew because I'm almost sick of it.
Well, all we've been drinking lately is Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Exactly.
There you go. I'm tired of Burger King using vanilla as their base of everything. They need more chocolate. I can't argue that.
What university did you go to? There's a question in there.
Arkansas Tech University, ATU. Their mascot, prepare to be wowed by this. The Wonder Boys. Look it up. The Wonder Boys.
That sounds lame.
Yeah.
Sounds extremely lame.
Sounds something. I'm not going to say it. If you've seen Whitfield's food review, what do you guys think about them? We get these questions.
Man, I'm sorry.
Do you know who Whitfield is?
No, I don't, honestly.
People always think I'm bashing the guy. I'm not. He's this hipster dude that used to be in a band that maybe is still in a band that reviews food. And that's what I know about him. I haven't watched much. Nothing against the guy, but I've already got people I watch, and so he's all right. Report of the Week, I do randomly watch.
I don't. I don't. You know, I don't get why you like him. Like, I've seen a video, and it's just kind of, I don't know, just boring.
I don't know what I'm waiting for with him. The day's going to come, something's going to happen. I like how he never breaks character, or he is that guy.
I think he is that guy. Didn't he, like, upload some video where he's, like, he's talking about people following him?
Did you guys see that video? It's still there.
It's not funny.
I'm not kidding. I think occasionally he is probably the way he is because there may be some mental issues. He made a video about people following him in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little scary.
Maybe he's a tweaker.
Maybe he's a tweaker.
How is he gonna stay trim and eat that much fast food?
He's really not that trim, and them fingernails. He's got some what they call cocaine fingernail.
Oh, maybe.
I went to PSU. You have a shitty mascot, and I have a stain. A stain? PSU?
Maybe that's the mascot of Stain.
What if KFC does? Fuck, I can't read. What if KFC released the Double Down hot dog in the U.S.? Would it be better or worse reaction than the original Double Down? From Palmer. Palmer, the last experience I had at KFC in our area, you can go find that video. KFC, like the corporation, reached out to me. It was so bad. I'm probably the wrong guy to ask about KFC. It was not a good experience.
Oh, yeah.
Review bra sarcasm is the best. There's a good example. Just something about that guy, man. I don't watch him all the time, but like I can turn him on and be entertained. And he does these things where he doesn't do food reviews, where he just like kind of what we're doing, except he's very proper. It's 68 degrees in his voice. June 23rd, 2017.
All right.
This is the report of the week, like he's doing a radio show.
Yeah.
I'll turn one of them on, be cleaning the house or something, listen to this fool just talking. I don't know why I find him entertaining. You guys ever seen Report of the Week do anything that wasn't the food review where he's just like...
This is running on empty.
Yeah, but that's what he does, except it's like he's doing an imaginary radio show.
Yeah.
Huh, it's kind of cool.
Right on.
Do you have plans to do the Arby's pizza slider? Not sure about... Nah, we're not going to do the pizza slider. That ship has sailed. It's like a pepperoni and a piece of ham and something on a piece of bread. And we just couldn't do it. Yeah, he has podcasts, says Drake. He's so earnest and shitting on it at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. To each their own. I mean, it's funny that I like him and I dislike so many food reviewers. But I think, like I've said before, he's so different than everyone.
He's definitely eccentric.
I love when he's drinking like energy drinks out of like a champagne glass. Dude, that's tight.
That's tight.
Kind of like a podcast he does. See, be honest with me. Would you be surprised if he was a murderer? No. Yeah, I mean, he's one of those people that you wait and wait and wait. Anything, he could live a normal life to an old age and just, that wouldn't surprise me. Or if they found 50 bodies in his trunk, that wouldn't surprise me either.
See the headlines now. YouTube star.
Well, better than the last guy that they said was a YouTube star. The guy that likes to see little girls twerk. Nothing pissed me off more than you turn on the news and it's like, YouTube sensation or whatever. This guy don't even have like 500,000 subscribers.
He only had like 12 videos.
Yeah.
I bet he's got a great time in prison.
See, Funk Lord, I think we're on the same wavelength. It's us, Robert Dyer, Report of the Week. I really like Robert Dyer, too. Again, because he's not doing the same bit everybody else is.
Robert Dyer's cool. I'm
up at 3 a.m. and talking about the City of England. What am I doing?
I don't know.
You're talking about the City of England.
What are we doing? What's anybody doing?
This is just us hanging out with you guys for love. This will sound weird, but we like doing it this way as opposed to like earlier. We do that, but we miss so many comments.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like big ego pride. You know, we got so many comments. But we miss so much of what you guys say because we're trying to do the thing where we're going to eat or drink something, trying to like keep a little bit of entertained. And so much stuff that you guys say goes by, and we kind of miss it. I like being able, with like 20 of you guys, to just sit here and chill and talk to you for a minute. It's a little more fun for us. Sorry, it's probably not as entertaining for you. Hey, it's Dave, the drum major. He's old school. He's been with us a while.
Right on, Dave.
He's drinking. Nothing new. What are you drinking, Dave? Drake Timberwolves winning ring. See, sometimes I still miss other earlier comments and drop in. What if you wanted to produce glucose, but God said you forgot Photosystems 1 and 2? See, I saw that comment earlier, Ro.
Me too.
And I had nothing for you. I didn't go to that kind of college. Young Trap Lords. 1800 tequila, nice choice.
Young Trap Lords, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Are you drinking it in shots, Dave, or are you drinking it mixed? How are you drinking it? You guys should bring back the how-to videos. Those were my favorite. You know, we've talked about it.
We have.
And you guys honestly want to talk about, like, printing money. Like, how-to videos. If you go back and you were to pull up our videos and pull up, like, the little thing that says most viewed and then go down, you're going a long damn ways before you see us eating no food.
Oh, yeah, way down.
We can literally how-to anything, and it'll get views, and it'll make money. Our heart kind of has to be into it to spend the time to do it. You never know. We may do it again someday. How to basic. Yeah, and he's been ringing the same tit for years on the same joke. God bless him. Did you delete the how to start a fire by an orange? It ain't there. Oh, it's there. If you go to our videos and hit the most viewed, I'll assure you it's there. How to prepare for your death. Nice. We may use that. I can't find the video of him being followed in the park. I'll do my homework this week, LeVar. He's not actually in the park. He's like sitting in his car or something because I sent you the link.
He's sitting in his car.
Sitting in his car and saying that he had hidden in the park and he's talking about it. I don't even know if it's a food review. I will get to the bottom of it and find that video and then give you guys a link next week. Straight, only way to do it, he's talking about is tequila. Unless eating Mexican food, then carnitas, margaritas with Coronas in it. Yes, I enjoy it with the Corona in it. All right, Dave, you're a hard ass. Tequila gets me in trouble.
Does it?
Like, every really bad drinking story I have.
Starts with that.
Yeah, not entertaining ones, but like
bad.
Problematic drinking stories. Is tequila's introduced into the equation somewhere.
What's with that? It seems like the stereotype with tequila. Everyone's like, oh, no, not that. Not that stuff.
It just, different things do different things to people. No shit. Different things do different things to people. Well, no shit. I know people that vodka is his downfall. Different people have things that just set them over the edge. I know people can't drink whiskey. Drives them insane.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it wouldn't make a difference. It's all
you
like
wouldn't
ethanol.
think so, but like Dave, vodka, certain people, I guess maybe it's the way it's made, does certain things to you. Tequila doesn't get me in trouble. I get tequila in trouble. Okay, Chuck Norris. That's a pretty good line. Q. Here's one we only get once a week. Xbox. Yes. PS4. He's not a PS guy at all. QT. There you go. Smooth. You guys should post more on Snapchat. We really should. I don't disagree. The last time I posted on Snapchat, it was 3 a.m. and I was cleaning house for the cable man, and I was all sweaty and frustrated. What games you play? Go ahead.
Just first-person shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield every once in a while, and Grand Theft Auto. That's it. That's all I play. And Minecraft every once in a while.
He looked at me and said Minecraft just to get a rise out of me.
They got mini games on there now.
Actually, Dave, Jaeger chills me way out. Like, beer makes me loud. Jaeger chills me out. Like, smooth as silk. And again, I can't explain to you why certain alcohols do different people different way. Oniasin, do you have an opinion on Oniasin?
I don't like him. Just think he's a crude person.
Every once in a while, I give credit to people that I think are smart. Doesn't particularly mean I'm a fan.
Oh, he's not smart.
He does. He was one of the innovators where he would just go on and put a picture on the screen and talk about that person for like 90 seconds, put the video out, get 500,000 views. He's on his way to the bank. Ching, ching, ching. Now, I'm not saying it's entertaining, and I'm not saying I watched it, but I could look at his business model and the way he was mass producing videos and go, that guy gets it. He's in business. He's not here for entertainment.
He did a funny video with Billy the Fridge, though.
Somebody sent me one of his once where he was all gothed out and he was singing, and it was about he was going to kill himself or something.
I don't know.
And it was pretty damn funny, but Oniasan is almost as bad as Leafy. I'll be the first to say that I was off the Leafy bandwagon before anybody. I was way off Leafy long before people turned on him.
You were.
And because I'm a sucker, when YouTube turned on him, I kind of went the other way. Just because I don't like someone, I don't want to see them silenced.
Yeah.
I may dislike them, but that doesn't mean I want them silenced. Review Bra was invited to a private message board I go to, and someone there found out personal info on him and started stalking him. He was a really cool-ass guy and generous as hell. It's a shame. Okay, Andrew, because what you're talking about, does that go back to the thing about him hiding in the park? Because he was legit scared, and he said people were stalking him, and it really came off as somebody had been into the medicine cabinet and hadn't slept for 3 or 4 days and was starting to see shadow men or something.
Shadow men.
It really came off kind of weird. So you're saying there's some credence to that. It's kind of legit. We'll see. We froze for a moment.
We did.
We're back.
Kyle never liked Leafy.
I never liked Leafy. Good for you, Kyle. Do you check out The Hot Ones with Sean Evans and the celebrities?
Yes. Have you
No.
No, dude, it's great. It's this guy, and he eats hot wings with people.
Okay.
And it's great. They like have these sauces, and they go up slowly. They do like YouTubers and like celebrities.
So he's kind of interviewing people while he's doing it?
Exactly. It's like an interview show, and they do like wicked hot sauce too.
What's the name of this? Hot Ones? Okay. You sold me, Dave. I'll check it out. Anybody cool on there?
Oh, yeah.
You got no names?
No, I got names.
Who you got?
H3H3. Mac DeMarco. Joey Diaz. Bert Kreischer. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Charlemagne the God. That's not a good one.
After all that work you did, Dave, he unsold me. The Charlie Day one was a really good one. See, now I might check that out. Have you seen the Nothing Can Interrupt review bra where he's reviewing something? I put that on my Facebook page, LeVar. That's one of my favorites. Did I send you that? He's eating a chicken biscuit, I think, because a lot of those memes or those videos where he's enjoying a chicken biscuit, and then there's a car chase and all this gunfire, and he's just like contemplating eating his biscuit.
No.
Love that one.
I've not seen that.
Yes, I watched Westworld and loved it.
Anthony Fantano was
Ban me, daddy. You're going to have to work harder than calling me daddy to get banned. And if you guys were here earlier, we introduced a new banning rule. Basically, I'm not going to ban you unless everyone says to.
Fair enough.
Favorite films from you two guys. This is the hole we fell down where we went 4 hours. The favorite films.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a couple films that you like that we haven't mentioned.
Well, we mentioned Super 8. Oh, I don't think I mentioned Step Brothers. That's a really good movie. I love it.
Did you ever watch the movie that you ordered off of Amazon?
Oh, The Holy Mountain?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it.
Are you guys familiar with The Holy Mountain?
It's really good. It's trippy.
It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free, but he ordered it because he wanted the deluxe edition.
House? And he has like this computer program where you can watch any. It's kind of illegal, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, where you can watch like any movie ever, and start showing him that. We got like 15 minutes into it. He was mortified. Good times.
That goes along with a David Lynch. What I watched.
Oh yeah.
That would stand toe to toe with David Lynch. Westworld reminded me of Lost. It was great. Yeah, it reminded me of Lost too. I'm not even talking about Stixie, Haxie, Ham, that guy. I kind of saw the ending coming, except for spoilers. I won't say who. What the thing with Bernard, I didn't see that coming. Coolio, Danny Brown. 616 into Review Bra's latest video. He looks paranoid as fuck. 616, I love that. He's there.
He's there.
He's probably surprised he's into his video that far. You forgot another ban. If you're from a government agency, yes, and telling us things that aren't supposed to be known by the general public for another 36 hours, we'll ban you because I don't need that kind of aggravation in my life. Yes, I can rap, and no, I'm not from Compton.
It's lyrics from it's every day, bro.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's why I looked at you.
Because I knew.
If I spoil Westworld, can you ban me? They're all robots.
Whoa.
Spoiler.
Got him. Woke.
What's it about? What about, Dave? Give me a one-word answer and we'll answer you back. It's crazy to go back to his oldest videos when he was a little kid. Are we talking about Little Review Bra when he was like 12? He looked so young and he was like 18 when he filmed those. Do you really think he was 18? If you go way back on Review Bra, dude, I swear. He's like an embryo. He's like a mini Review Bra.
He's a fetus reviewing food.
And his voice, if you go back far enough, his voice hasn't changed, but he's still doing the same affectation with his voice.
Oh.
Where he's doing like
that's interesting.
a 1940s newsman.
Yeah.
That's the voice he's doing if you guys haven't caught on. He's doing like a 1940s radio newsman when he speaks. The pauses and the pronunciation. Yeah, except put that on a kid without his voice changing.
Doesn't he have like a radio like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at some point, and I think, with the suits, I don't know. I would be interested to read what put him on the path to where he is. I always had the idea watching his videos that he didn't live with his parents. Again, this is just me pulling shit out of my ass. I totally don't know any of this. But
is this a conspiracy theory?
Either he has really proper parents,
yeah,
or he was raised like by his grandparents. Because if you look at that house with like doilies and the kind of glassware they have, he always shot the videos when he was young from like a very proper person's house. I just picture him being raised by like his 80-year-old grandmother.
It'd be cooler if he wasn't raised by his parents at all and he raised himself.
Surprise Jared from Subway never reached out to younger Review Bra for a collab.
Oh.
Thanks, LeVar. We needed that. I'm not a sub, but you guys seem chill. This both y'all's channel or what? Because I'm a sub. It is Barry. It's both our channel, but this guy rarely wants to do things on his own. But it's either me or him. 90% of the time, it's both of us. He was showing us cool shortwave radio stuff on that message board he was at. Interesting, Andrew. Was it... What? Can you tell me where it was or what it was? I know that he was big on Reddit at one point, Review Bra. You're not a Reddit guy, are you?
Not really, no.
I like to read certain things on Reddit, but I don't like to participate. Same with 4chan. 4chan, I'm fascinated, but...
You click on the wrong thing at 4chan.
You could go to prison.
You better strap in. Yeah, that too.
4chan's super interesting. The movie Q mentioned...
The Holy Mountain, I think.
Bot, I'm drinking. Okay. Yeah, the Holy Mountain.
Does he want me to explain it?
You can't explain the Holy Mountain.
Well, kinda. It's...
Yes.
it's
Let me have a drink of beer while you explain the Holy Mountain, because...
I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that was produced by John Lennon.
I've never heard this.
I have heard that.
Okay.
So there's that, and it's basically like an art film, and it's just a bunch of... It's like very, very, very symbolic.
It's nothing but symbolism.
It's nothing but symbolism. And that's, I guess, about all I can...
It's a movie made literally visually for visuals. It's just a visual movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's moving art. And that guy that directed that movie...
Jodorowsky?
He went on, he almost directed Dune.
Really?
There's a documentary about his version of Dune. That guy was going to make Dune, and then David Lynch ended up making it. And then Jodorowsky ended up doing something that we all know. I just can't, like, spit it off the top of my head, but... Something like a name movie. That same guy made something that's, was consumed by the mass market.
That's interesting.
Did you have to convince, we go right back. Matt Ray, did you have to convince Q to do review videos with you, or did you just tell him he was going to do them with you? I said, hey man, I'm getting tired of doing these how-to videos. How about we do some reviews, and if you want in on this, we sit down and then, you can talk as much as you want or don't talk, just... If you want to be in it. And it never goes, hey, you're going to be in a review today. I say, hey, man, you want to do a review? And sometimes he doesn't want to because he's tired or he just ate. So occasionally, or he's asleep. So occasionally you'll see just me. But now it's never been like, Only time I ever give him shit is if we tell you guys we're going to be on a live stream in the future at a certain point, and then, like, he oversleeps or won't get up.
My bad.
But otherwise... And if we're not promising you guys something, if it's not a promise from us, him appearing is totally like voluntary in what he wants to do with his life. I'm not Daddy 05. I'm going back because we talked for a long time there, guys. I don't want to miss anything. I want to play Minecraft and live off the government.
Me too.
You guys figure that out? You know what? I would rather have a job than play Minecraft.
Get out of here. You're insane.
Yeah, I don't like to work, but I don't like Minecraft. He will tell you, Minecraft... You've
never even played Minecraft. You might really like it.
I lived my whole life. When I was a kid, we had to play games that looked like that. There was no other choice. Like...
Well, there's a big difference between...
Donkey Kong had 2 screens, fool.
Yeah.
Pac-Man was the same screen over and over and over and over, and the music never changed. We had no choice. So you guys could literally play anything. You're going to play... Minecraft.
But the games you played weren't as complex as Minecraft was. There wasn't like infinite worlds and
Infinite worlds of square blocks. Fascinating.
But it's an HD and it actually looks pretty
HD
stunning.
square blocks.
On a good TV. There's texture packs that are like real life. I don't know if there's any for Xbox, but it's awesome.
I'm reading comments. I just can't get into it, dude. I cannot do Minecraft. I used to go in there and just stand behind him and watch him play, and it would just be him digging a hole for like 30 minutes.
That does get boring.
I just never got it. Alternate thoughts. Everyone watching this should wash their dirty underwear with their mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
Dearly noted.
He manages his Reddit page. We're back to talking about Review Bra. We should title this the Review Bra Tribute. Is Review Bra like a troll who doesn't break character? I think he's that way, man. That's a hell of a commitment to a character. Now, do you ask, like, if it's the middle of the night and Review Bra stubs his toe, does he say, son of a bitch? Or does he say, well, that rather hurt? Now, I don't know about that far with the character, but I think he's kind of that guy.
That'd be awesome if it was a character. He's just like a super genius.
I lean towards that too sometimes with him. That's why I watch him. Kind of like Tarnation Bob, same thing. I know that that's a character.
Tarnation Bob.
That gets you every time. Robert Dyer.
Oh.
If you were just to stumble upon Robert Dyer, you would think he was some completely screw loose, crazy weirdo living in his basement with his like wrapping paper background.
Yeah.
And he has these weird hashtags and he starts talking to himself and in voices, and you would think that guy's just. And then randomly he'll post city council meeting.
It's weird.
And then he's not like in character and he's being political. And yeah, Robert Dyer's infinite. Greg is not lying. First NFL game didn't have a screen. It was magnets on. Yeah, you got that right, Dave. You want to talk about sucky action? You put the players on the thing and then turn it on and then watch them shake.
Not as good as Minecraft. That's for sure.
I didn't play that. I'm so old. I had like first generation Pong. And that was the game. It had the two things. You didn't like plug it into your Atari. The game system
was
Pong.
That's awesome.
And then they gave you screens to put over the TV to make the same flippers do different shit. Like one screen would be basketball and it'd be you're making baskets.
Oh wow.
No, not wow. You just wanted to like go, ugh. Yeah, he's been protesting stuff about protesting over moving a cemetery. I got to go check that out.
I've seen that video.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he talking in it? Is he?
The one I saw I only watched like a minute of it, and it was people talking to the camera.
Okay.
So.
He's doing the interviewing.
Yeah.
Clarence likes Pong. Robert Dyer reminds me of John C. Reilly. No, we've had this conversation, LeVar
What's
Balls.
his name? The pit stop.
Pit stop guy.
He's a spitting image of John C. Reilly.
In fact,
literally.
If I was the pit stop guy, I would just say I'm John C. Reilly.
I went on YouTube and just to see it, I like Googled or I typed in John C. Reilly food reviewer, and one of his videos popped up.
Pit stops guy.
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah, it's unmistakable. He needs to quit swimming upstream and
He does.
take advantage of that. Then the first Mario. Still remember where the extra man is in the first Mortal Kombat was horrible. On the NES, Dave, the second Mario was the one I played into the ground. I always played as a princess because she could levitate. Yeah.
Cool.
Keep your jokes to yourself. You guys can give me a call if I give you my number. That would be weird.
That would be weird.
Nah, sorry. We're not going to call you tonight. You never know. We may do it as a contest giveaway.
We'd have to star 67.
My first game was, the Chester Rushing.
Oh, yeah.
Call from no one. My first game was The Jungle Book on Sega Genesis. Never played The Jungle Book. Let me see. Pitfall. Do you know what Pitfall is?
I swear I was just thinking about that. I remember playing that in a car in Colorado on like a little handheld device.
Badass, dude. When I was a kid, Pitfall.
Yeah, do you swing from vines? I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Or jump across crocodiles. And that was one of the few Atari games that even with their little bit of shit that you could play infinitely, and it was awesome. Super awesome. Carmen Sandiego. Dave, the drum major, pounding tequila, reminiscing on playing Carmen Sandiego.
Right on.
Would love to see that. I loved my Atari. I liked my Atari. I liked my Atari a lot. You know what an Atari game cost in 1984 if you had to go buy one?
$80.
No, but I like where you went with it. I figured you'd be like $12 because it was 100 years ago. No, man, like $40. The video game prices
haven't really
changed with the times. They've always been pretty damn expensive. Any thoughts on Atari making their new console?
They're making a new console?
Purely,
good luck.
Purely for nostalgia's sake, I always wish Atari good luck. But I don't see either one of us buying it. It's a two-horse race at this point.
Yeah.
And people go, well, what about the Wii? And I would say, well, what about the Wii?
And then Oculus Rift, three-horse race.
Who's that? Oculus Rift? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even put that in the same...
category?
It's its own thing.
It's something else.
Yeah. Tetris is the GOAT game. This is debatable. This is not debatable. What do you know about Tetris?
I've played it before. It's boring. I'm not good at it.
You want to hear something super interesting? Fall down the rabbit hole of the dude that invented Tetris sometime. Just look him up.
Why?
Because he was some dude in Russia, and he invented the game, and, help me out here if you guys know the story of the guy that made Tetris. Basically, he was a Russian engineer that was supposed to be doing something else, in Russia when like you'll get shot for doing.
Oh yeah.
He made this game and then somehow got it smuggled out of the country.
Oh wow.
And it was like he somehow was at one point one of the richest people in all of Russia, and he was just some poor dude that designed
That's actually
what you would
cool.
call a game about shit falling out of the sky. I left a lot out, and it's more interesting. Yeah, didn't the government like take it from him? Somehow, I think he got the rights back. But yeah, Russia, that's the wrong place to create a multi-billion-dollar video game while working for Russia.
I remember the first iPod I ever got had Tetris on it.
Yeah. Or Snake. Emilio Perez, would you guys consider doing reviews about other things than food? You know, we talk about movies sometimes. Every once in a while, we'll review a movie on the other channel. I'm not Dame. He reviews cars. You ever see that?
That's corny.
That is corny. I don't know what else we would review. I mean, if you guys had something that screamed out for a review, we would do it. LeVar, I've told you before how to get the exact formula of what one of those guys makes. I'm going to say it again. I'll break it down for you as quickly as I can. Go to Social Blade. Find the person you're asking me about. Let's just say us, so we're not throwing it out there. If you go to Social Blade, type in Mr. Happy 0121. They have a thing per month what we've made so far in the last 30 days. There's a very low end, like $3, and then there's like this month like a high end, it's like $800. If you take the high end of what a food reviewer makes, say $800, and put it into a calculator and go 0.8 times 0.8, that's the standard. That is pretty much within like $1. I've worked on this. I said it during one of the mini streams we've done. I've gotten this down to a science through like hours of just testing it. 0.8 is going to give you what they make. And I've talked to other food reviewers in a moment of what you say, privacy, where they don't want to talk about it. And I've told them I could predict what they're making that month within like $3. And yeah, they're always amazed. It always works.
Nice.
So there you go. If you want to know what somebody's really making, just look at their top end and then go by 0.8. Now that works for food reviewers. The way money is averaged out, some people max out of that. Like some people hit all the demographics and they make more than even what the max is.
I bet, yeah.
And then if you have the wrong kind of subject matter, like right now Leafy, he's probably making like 3 cents on the dollar, where he was making fat money before.
Rip.
Yep. So there you go. If you were interested in how much we make, we don't get rich. What's your opinion on Space Invaders? Space Invaders was all right. Always stressed me out when them little bastards would get really uppity and start coming down. You know that one?
I think I've played it before.
You got the 3 stones, and then you got the guys coming across. Space Invaders always reminded me of like the not good version of Galaga. I think my favorite game ever in the history of man. Like if I could own one game, the arcade stand-up Galaga. Or Galaxian, but they're not quite the same. Galaga's my favorite. And I can go years and not play it, and I've got the patterns memorized for like the first 10 screens, so I'm pretty solid. Favorite real housewife? We don't watch Housewives of anything.
It's a good question.
Fun fact, Dolph Lundgren has multiple degrees. I think he has a master's in rocket science or something. That's true. I don't know about the rocket science, but like Dolph Lundgren, the
He's really
Russian
smart.
from Rocky.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah. I must break you. That guy. Hi, guys. Burroughs the Great. Hello, Burroughs. What's up? I love you guys. Thank you.
Too.
We love you too. Yeah. That always sounds so insincere. I don't mean it to be.
But we mean it.
But we mean it. We do.
High Water Dragon.
We got really quiet there.
We did.
I'm reflecting on that Twin Peaks episode I just watched. What's up? I'm going to have a beer and then we'll get back to some conversation.
Hey, did you ever watch that video iDubbbz did on food reviews? He basically said every single thing that you've said.
Now you know why I'm not an iDubbbz fan. He was hailed as a genius for things that you and I had said on video.
Yeah.
The exact same things we had said for a year before that. But because iDubbbz did it, he was a genius.
I wonder if in his research he came across that exact video or videos where you've gone on tirades about, the folly or what's wrong with food reviewers like Dame and all that.
Honestly, I don't think so. I like I said, it's low-hanging fruit. I think if you watch 5 food reviewers...
that's easy.
And then watch the rants I used to do about them, you would just go, yeah, I knew all that. This guy's only saying things I know. And that's kind of was my feeling about iDubbbz making fun of food reviewers. Yeah, it's like punching a handicapped guy. I mean, it's not that hard to do. They still have arcades of that and some Pizza Huts. I always find Galaxian or Galaga in the oddest places. And normally when I find it, it's just the one game, and I'll put in a quarter, and people need to go somewhere or do something. I'll just play like 5 screens just for the fun and leave it. Speaking of food reviews, do you guys like the endorsement? You must be new to the channel. The endorsement is my boy, so to speak, in the parlance. The endorsement is the first food reviewer that I ever started speaking to. He was the first guy that was ever friendly. And while I don't always want to watch his videos, as a person, I find him a delight.
Didn't he endorse us?
Yes, he endorsed us early on. So yeah, the endorsement, like on a personal basis, me, him, and Ian K, like...
You're like the Three Musketeers.
We kind of are behind the scenes, and that people never believe that those 2 guys are the 2 dudes out of everyone I make fun of that I talk to. But like tonight, after Ian's live stream, hopped on and talked to him probably another 10 or 15 minutes. I hadn't talked to him in a while. Those 2 guys are good people. We don't make videos like they do, and they don't make videos like we do, and maybe we don't particularly enjoy the way everybody makes videos, but I like them. So there we go. I'm here. I'm new here. Do you guys stream a lot?
Weekly or bi-weekly?
Pretty much weekly at this point. Like, it's summer vacation, and so he doesn't have to be in bed, and we're sitting around at 3:24 a.m.
It's great.
Why not stream? Why not stream? Let me show you something real quick. Look at that. That's just how that makes sense. I don't understand it. If you're wondering why I just showed him like the view count. We don't understand how the view count goes up in the middle of the night, how we get more people watching as we're sitting here. Is it because no one else is available to watch?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I like to think it's because we're so entertaining.
Don't tell him different. Don't burst his bubble.
Please don't.
You guys ever watched LA Beast? I watch him occasionally. I like his drive. I like what he's got going on. And he's been nice, very nice to us a couple times. How about yourself?
Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos. My favorite is the Epic Cat car wash one.
I haven't seen that one because you know I can't.
Yeah, I know. It's great, though.
What I like about LA Beast is he's pretty unassuming. Like, I've watched a few of his videos, really, where he's not eating 10 pounds of anything or doing anything crazy. I like the videos where he's just kind of hanging around his house talking because, like, when he's not doing all that crazy shit, he's, like, the most normal person you've ever met. So that's kind of what I like to watch from him.
That's cool.
Reborn FH. Been a minute. Well, I just got off my computer and went to bed and just checked YouTube and saw you were streaming. Had to drop in before going to sleep. I hope we don't give you nightmares. I can't sleep, and I work at 7 a.m. I'm fucked. That's what I told him a while ago before we started streaming. If I could go to, pick the worst time to stream book and open and go to page 1 of the worst time to stream, I would think, 3 a.m., before the Monday work day would literally be the worst time to stream. It's kind of why we did it.
Well, if you just quit your job, you'd have all the time in the world to sleep.
Get fired under dubious circumstances so you can collect unemployment. Don't quit.
Ooh, sounds even better.
Any paranormal shit ever happened to you guys before? To me, yes. I have a few.
You have a good spook story.
Which one?
The one with the light in the river, right?
Yeah, that's a UFO story, but yeah, I'll give you that one. I got a UFO story. This isn't like a story, but this is something that's weird. This house that we live in is 17 years old. We're the only persons ever to live in this house. No one has ever died in this house. Nothing untoward has ever happened. There's been no satanic rituals. Nothing.
Nothing that we know of course.
But in this house, doors will open and close on their own.
That's not that scary.
Lights will turn themselves off. The one that, I have no explanation for is I was sitting right over there with a dude named Eric watching football one day, and we heard the loudest piercing scream in this house.
You got me there.
A scream, like a woman's scream. We both jump up and we run in, and I thought my cat had somehow gotten caught in the recliner.
Yeah.
Because that's where the scream seemed to be emanating from, was the recliner. We tear the thing apart, nothing. I have no explanation and we, as we're walking up to the chair, could hear the chair screaming. I know this sounds friggin' insane. I can't make it a ghost story. I can't make it. It's the unexplained. But yeah, that was very bothersome to me.
It was a scream from the beyond.
And yeah, I don't have some. It wasn't a chair from the 1800s. It came from a furniture store. We bought it.
Came from like Aaron's. Or something.
There is nothing that I can tell you about this story where I would say, well, there was a ghost or there's nothing that makes that story make sense to me. But it happened. The chair screamed, and me and dude, I could tell dude was bothered, and we both just said, let's just admit this is very, very bothersome.
That's awesome.
We did go back to drinking beer and watching football though. Because what are you going to do?
Was there like ether or something in your beer? Nope.
Nope. It was a shared hallucination if it was a hallucination, so I don't know. Maybe the chair has a life and you killed it. No, the chair is in my room. I sat on it and watched Twin Peaks a while ago.
Burn the chair.
I have insomnia also. Twilight hours, I'll just go to work tired. You know, another thing that I thought for years and years and years was paranormal, that I really haunted me for years, I've come to find out may not have been anything at all.
What?
When I was a teenager, I used to drink all the time. You know this. Don't drink. Had some friends over. This is when I first moved out of my parents' house, living in a trailer. Had a few people in the house. I woke up, and I was wide awake.
I know what you're talking about.
And a voice came to me, and you're like, oh, this fool's hearing voices. Now, I ain't heard voices since then.
Sleep paralysis, right?
Sleep paralysis. But this haunted me for like 20 years because it was so real. I heard a voice saying, the voice kept saying, do it, do it, do it.
That's weird.
I didn't know what the voice was telling me to do. There was somebody in bed with me. I didn't know if that meant like do it or like do it. But it was like, it bothered me for years and years. And I was wide awake. I knew I wasn't dreaming. And then, like, in the last few years, you hear about people that have this happen maybe every night. Oh, my God.
Well, I hear there's some way to avoid that. Like, if you don't sleep on your back, I hear that's the advice. That usually causes sleep paralysis. Like, if you sleep on your side, I hear that doesn't happen. I haven't had that, but have you ever been, like, falling asleep, and you know you're falling asleep, and you can't move?
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of freaks you out, so you're telling it, like that scene in Kill Bill where she's like, wiggle your big toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that.
Okay, then you're very close to it. Now, in my case, take like this sound, and I'm sure everybody's experience is different, but it was like this loud ringing, like interference, and then I was hearing a voice. I wasn't seeing any images, or I've heard of people seeing people come in the room and they feel awake. I didn't see none of that. It scared the living hell out of me because it was so real, and I couldn't move a muscle. And like I said, years went by, and I just thought that something out there, but no. Happens to poor bastards every day.
It's normal.
I guess. Like I say, I'm glad it doesn't happen to me often. I had sleep paralysis constantly when I was younger. I was partying and drinking a lot, barely getting sleep. I wonder if it's linked to that.
Possibly.
I couldn't see, I could see where it might not hurt. When you had sleep paralysis, Andrew, what shape did it take? Did you hear voices? Did you see people? Was it scary? I know these are stupid questions, but I've never spoken to anyone that actually had it.
Ghost of Shia LaBeouf.
A friend told me if you're in sleep paralysis, if you say Jesus, you will wake up. And fuck me, it worked. In my case, I couldn't say anything. I couldn't speak. All I could do was listen.
Spooky.
I found you guys when I was looking up Mountain Dew. Saw a video of you guys cooking Mountain Dew with hot dogs. There's a good example of a way to get views and not work very hard. Do you play game?
Do I play game? I play game.
Awesome. Just do it. It was the ghost of Shia LaBeouf. No, it wasn't just do it. It was do it. Do it. Do it.
Was it like a man's voice? Did it sound like deep?
Yeah. Kind of like the thing I'd watched earlier. Part of the reason I think that kind of messed with me so much was it was like one of those type, kind of like the... But it was amplified.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. By this, I mean the people that have to use the thing to talk, like Kane used to in the late 90s. That sucked for him. He had to cut promos with the thing on his neck. My mom experienced hallucinations when she had sleep paralysis. She saw a guy stand at the end of her bed. See, that's the thing I see. Like, people with sleep paralysis sometimes see figures, and I never saw a figure, and I only had it once and couldn't move. There is a documentary on Netflix that people say is, like, I haven't seen it, so I'm just saying what people said. They say it's the scariest thing they've ever seen. It's all about sleep paralysis. I don't think I want to watch it.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, talking as a person who's never experienced sleep paralysis, of course, but if you know it's fake, if you know it's obviously a hallucination, then what's so scary about it? Could at some point you be like, okay, I'm obviously experiencing
Maybe after
sleep
you've done it
paralysis.
a few times, but when it happened to me, I had no point of reference.
Good point.
And I just thought, Jesus. I mean, again, we live in a different time now where people know things.
How did you find that out? How did you find out sleep paralysis? Like people talking, like a book?
I was walking by, TV was on one day, and they was talking about people. They were talking about sleep paralysis, and then they couldn't move. They were wide awake. They heard voices, and there was people that the church was trying to pull demons out of them, but they had sleep paralysis. And I was listening to that, and I was on the side of, well, that sounds, to uneducated me that don't know about sleep, that does sound like a haunting or something's taking control of you, and it feels like it. And so I sit down and watch it. I was like, lucid dreaming or whatever. Sleep paralysis is what I had.
See, now if you were in medieval Europe and you started talking about that,
Voices and whatnot,
they would have burned you at the stake.
Can he float? Were you sober when it happened? Yeah, I was pretty sober. Pretty sober.
Pretty sober.
As sober as I got at 5 a.m. when I was 18.
I've heard that too, like there's a weight on your chest that you feel.
Yeah, you can move. And you're all kinds of freaking out, but you can't move. And the eyes being open, being able to see the room and hear the sounds in the room on top of all the other weird sounds is what really puts you over the top. You really feel like something out of your control or something bigger than you is controlling you, and it's not a good feeling.
Doesn't sound like a good feeling.
Like I told you, that was the one thing out of everything I've ever seen in my life that just bothered me for years. And maybe I'm grasping at straws. Maybe something really did do that to me, but I feel much better knowing it was sleep paralysis. So.
Yeah, was that a big relief when you found out? Like, oh, this is actually kind of normal.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, good. Maybe I wasn't demonically possessed in 1991. My brother called and talked about a guy in our house. I told him to shut up. I'm busy watching Mr. Happy 0121. Hell yeah.
That's
and if they break in your room, Cordex, let us know. We got a message for him.
That's right.
You should watch Supernatural on Netflix. Have you ever watched Supernatural? You've watched select episodes about things that interest you. I like it, but I'm only on like season 7. There's so much. And yes, Dave, this comment was probably from a while back. I'm looking at my friends walking around blinking, trying to speak, and it felt like someone was trying to snatch me through the mattress.
That sounds bad.
See, in my case, I only had the person sleeping next to me, and I couldn't make a sound. So, and then whenever I came out of it, I felt I don't know, guilty or freaky or weird because I didn't know what to do it meant. And I was like, you need to go take a walk, man, because you're not the type of person that's going to attack somebody while they're sleeping. Like if you told me, if I was sleeping next to you, like, hey, I had this dream, I couldn't move, and some voice was telling me to do it while I was sitting next to you, I'd be like, okay, then.
Yeah.
So I went and took a walk. That Furby you have right there, there's stories of them being haunted. I wouldn't doubt it. I have sleep paralysis. Sometimes it feels like I'm getting forced forward and slammed onto wood. Bam. Like, this is one of those things I think probably at some point maybe everyone will experience it at least once. But I couldn't imagine experiencing it every day or once a week. I really, really would. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. I read that there's going to be a legit Supernatural episode with Scooby-Doo. No, you're not making this up. I've actually seen that too. I don't know if they're going to be animated or he's going to pop out and be animated, but I'm all in on that one. That's a scene from Nightmare on Elm Street. Hell yeah, it is. Also, in the inn, they call it a hank or a witch riding. Well is self-explanatory. I don't know, Dave. I think them tequilas starting to catch up with you. You following him?
I think he was talking about something earlier up there.
Oh, okay.
And that's just, yeah.
The reason the first 5 seasons of Supernatural was so good is it was only designed. The show was built to go 5 seasons. The guy that created it had a story. They never expected it. They got their 5 seasons in, and then he quit. And I bet he regrets quitting now because, what are they on, season 13? Let's see. It's stated that sleep paralysis is caused by radiation from electronics.
That's interesting.
Okay, see, now you're making me feel bad again because at this time that I had this was 1991. I told you I lived in a trailer. I had a swamp cooler. I didn't even have a phone.
And your room is full of electronics.
Now, and I've never had it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't talk me out of my sleep paralysis theory. I just come to being okay in this world. Do you think Superman will show up in the black colored suit in the new Justice League movie? King Dev, if DC can find a way to F up Superman, they're going to do it. They'll put him in a rainbow-colored suit. I did like the black suit, though. Black and silver. Now, that's a scene from Better Call Saul. Let's see what else. Did you ever hear about the T-Rex burger at Wendy's? I've heard about it. I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know anything about it. So if you know something about it, Mike, spill. Kiko says, agreed, Greg, on Supernatural, like Halloween, 1978, and then part 2 being demanded by the studio, so Carpenter was forced to make Myers and Strode brother and sister. This is where people that are big Michael Myers fans, and he is my favorite, like, icon of killers or whatever. You know, I'm just a Michael Myers guy all the way through. This is where there's a big separation of those people. I am a Halloween 2 diehard. That's the one that takes place in the hospital. And, like, truly, they meant to kill him at the end. He burns to a crisp.
Yeah.
That's my favorite of the two. Sacrilege is Halloween 2. Okay, let's read some more. My name is Saul. You better call me at the Devil's Hour so I can put on some retarded Batman voice and try to scare you.
Right on.
Sometimes you're halfway through the comment, and then you wonder. Superman is actually wearing the black suit in Justice League. Henry Cavill uploaded a picture of it on Instagram. Sweet. What do you guys think of Henry Cavill? I don't know about that hair in the last movie. He looked like Beaver Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver's dad.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Ward Cleaver. Go pull up a picture of Ward Cleaver and look at the hairdo he's sporting, and then go back and look at Superman's hair in B versus S or whatever. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Superman hair. I'll tweet you a pic of it on Twitter right now. Be back. He's not a good Clark Kent. Yeah, he's not. I don't know. Something about him I don't like. I wanted to hate the guy that they got playing Superman on Supergirl, like, because a picture of him, he looks like he's got, like, this. He looks like some kind of shitty fashion model or heroin addict. But that guy, like, in real time when you're watching, he's a better Superman than the one they have on the big screen. Go figure.
Go to sleep, hippies.
Go to sleep, hippies.
No.
Snake.
DJ Snake.
DJ. Got to get the DJ in.
Of course.
DJ Snake. I bet you $5 they made his hair CGI. If they made that hair with CGI, that's the worst hair since Nick Cage's Superman. If you go pull up a screenshot of that hair. You ever see Nick Cage's Superman?
Yeah.
Mullet in effect. Superman with a mullet. Good night. I'm glad you stopped in, Reborn. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay around. Eddie Haskell. Well, yeah, kind of Eddie Haskell hair too. Do you make DIY, by the way? I'm a big fan of you. Do we still do those videos, Sonia? We will. We just don't really have anything to DIY at the moment.
It's true.
Is there something you would like to see us make? We have made, what, 9 kinds of slime?
We have.
We're the guys that make slime, so kids can enjoy those videos.
We're the slime guys.
Go look at the views on those. Mountain Dew Jello Part 2. That was another one that just kind of, we did not expect to get X amount. I think that's almost got 3 million views.
We could make Mountain Dew hard candy.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
We have?
Yeah, like when we were going to do the Breaking Bad candy, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Today, for the first time since 2009, I got Rickrolled. I would like to get Rickrolled. You're not even old enough to have been Rickrolled, are you?
No, I don't think so. I understand the meme, like you click on something. No, I think I have before. Like clicking on
legit Rickrolled?
Oh, yes, I have. Actually, I remember in like 4th grade, our teacher was showing us a Schoolhouse Rock video, and in the middle of it, it cut to Rickroll. I promise. I promise this happened.
So your teacher is brave enough to show videos off of YouTube in class and expect that she's lucky she didn't get
that
worse.
would have been hilarious. Yeah.
I was in a training class once, and the guy that was training us at the end was showing like YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And he pressed on something, and it was just the most racist tirade you've ever heard. And he couldn't get the button to shut off.
Oh no, that's hilarious.
Yeah. We all made a pact that we wouldn't tell on him. He quit shortly thereafter. He's a minister now. True story. I mean, that didn't change him into being a minister. He just pressed the wrong button.
Good for him.
Did you guys ever try the wasabi ginger lays? We did.
We did.
I remember. I don't remember we didn't like them. They were my favorite chips. And I both hate wasabi and ginger. Yes, and I think we both hated wasabi and ginger. You yawning? What do you want? You want to cap it? 5 more minutes?
Going. No,
okay.
that's cool.
The Lay's videos, you guys can go back. Whenever Lay's like unleashes a bunch of videos, we do what we call very original Get Lay's Week, where we will do like 4 and 5 Lay's videos in a row. And surprisingly, like Lay's potato chip videos, if you go back and look in our library, do just as well as something from McDonald's or Burger King. It baffles me why people love those videos so much. But I don't know. You guys keep watching them, we'll keep making them. Do you guys watch Rick and Morty? You both seem like you'd watch it. I put him onto it. I watched like the first season. I was like, he will totally love this, and then he has surpassed me.
It's a great show.
I was a big fan of Community. Same guy does it, Dan Harmon. And so I pretty much would watch anything that guy does. YouTube Halloween 2, San Andreas. When you have some free time, you will love it. Okay, I will do that.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Yeah. Marinated, that's the word.
He's talking about marinating a hamburger with Mountain Dew.
There you go. If you watched it, what's your take on the spin-off of the Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl where they travel in space and get rickrolled by reading? I haven't watched it. Is this something on YouTube, and can I get a link? Yes, if you've never watched Community, it is that good. Loved it.
What happened with that show? Was it? I heard something about Chevy Chase, whatever his name is.
Well, he went off the rails, and that show was too meta. It was too smart for TV, and certain people didn't get it. Like that Community was made for people that watch YouTube. Like that show was pointed at this kind of audience that understands a lot of references that like some 50-year-old dude sitting at home on Tuesday night I don't understand any of these jokes they're making. That type thing. So it failed.
Right on.
Kind of like Rick and Morty. They're saying shit constantly. There's subtext and there's all kinds of jokes if you sift through it. That show was nothing but that. So yeah, there's our recommendation for the night. If you've never watched Community, trust me, you'll enjoy it.
Text.
Bottom text. Okay. Oh, we sold some people on Community. Dan Harmon should send us a check.
He should. Or our buddy Dan Harmon.
Our buddy Dan Harmon. Why don't you all like...
Oh, God, I hate Bob's Burgers. That's the...
It took a while.
That show hurts.
It took a while to light the fuse. It took a while. Somebody had to light the fuse.
That's all I got. That show's horrendous. Like, the voices are all annoying.
Bob's Burgers is pointed at a certain demographic of people that are probably under the age of 25.
People who probably have, IQ lower than 100.
No, there's probably people that watch it. I say it's pointed at hipsters because it's not funny. There is nothing funny about Bob's Burgers.
You're right there. It's not funny.
Ever. But it's very dry. And it's very droll. And we're just supposed to sit there and just watch. No. Can't do it. Bob's Burgers should burn in hell for eternity.
Yeah, exactly.
And the main reason Bob's Burgers should burn in hell for eternity is it booted King of the Hill. Which, for my taste, I could watch endlessly. I know people go, well, that's for old people. Nah, it's a cartoon. Old people didn't get it. They have 6 seasons. Now they just need a movie. Are we talking about Community? That was their peg line. Or are we talking about Bob's Burgers? They don't need a movie. Do you have a fear of clowns? No. Do you have a fear of clowns?
Me? Nah.
I hate the voices in Bob's Burgers. Well, the one dude is Archer. And he's also on...
no, his voice is annoying too. So.
I like his voice, but I don't like that show. Mike Judge does rule. I'm with you. Go to Google, type Roblox. All right.
You a Roblox fan?
No.
No. What
about you?
No.
Barry loved King of the Hill. Mike the Wolf Clown. Seinfeld wasn't funny. No, but Seinfeld was witty, which is more than I can say for Bob's Burgers. You're probably right. Not often did I ever laugh out loud at Seinfeld, but I was entertained by it.
Yeah, King David, I did read those books.
Q, if you guys could have dinner or beer with anyone currently living, who would it be? For me, it would have to be Vince McMahon. Who would you have a beer? Well, you can't have a beer.
I cannot have a beer.
Who would you have a meal with? Yeah, someone living.
Dude, Duncan Trussell.
That's your guy, huh?
I guess, yeah. Can't think of anyone else.
Really? Really? You can't think of a single person?
No, absolutely not. Not a single living person.
Well, in light of recent events, my answer won't be popular, but screw it. Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp? What do you... Oh, the stuff he said about Trump?
Yeah. Oh. I don't care about none of that. I would say, okay, this was my wish, that Johnny Depp. Cool. Now you, first of all, turn on the Hunter Thompson voice. Now tell me stories about Hunter Thompsin. Since I can't have dinner with Hunter Thompson, it wasn't parameters, he's dead, I would make Johnny Depp tell me stories. And if not, ironically enough, it would be another guy that played Hunter Thompson, but I would like to have a meal with Bill Murray. He seems really chill. So there's my answers. And you got Duncan Trussell.
I got Duncan Trussell.
I got Johnny Depp and Bill Murray, and you've got Duncan Trussell. That's us in a nutshell. That's the difference between us. What type of movie do you guys like?
The good kind.
I like all kinds of movies. I'll tell you, it's easier to tell you what I don't like. I don't like certain kinds of period movies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like movies where people wear sandals. People go, what the hell does that mean? I don't want to see Gladiator. I don't want to see Ben-Hur. I don't want to see people wearing sandals in the sand. I don't like those. No. There's nothing in a movie where guys wearing sandals in the sand that I want to see. So that's the kind of movie I don't like. Pretty much wide open other than that. I don't like opera. I don't want to see people. I don't like musicals other than the Blues Brothers. What kind of movies don't you like?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
You like musicals?
Don't like musicals.
Okay,
that's
well
the
there you go.
Kind of movie I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't really watch movies that much. So.
Unless I take him, unless I'm like the one I'm trying to get you to watch now, the Belko Experiment. Are you guys familiar with that movie? It looks really good, and it came into my possession, so I'm thinking I'm going to watch it real soon. Not even year one. What color do you like? Let's go back. I missed the rest of the comment, Funk Lord. Year one of what? You know when I go up, I never find it. Did you guys ever watch Hot American Summer? It seems like you guys would watch it. I would watch it, Funk Lord, if it was a slower time, but damn, man, we still got to get Better Call Saul going.
Oh, that's such an awesome name, Funk Lord.
Troy was called. Brad Pitt played his part. See, Troy, there's one I won't watch. Troy, who directed that? I think somebody I like directed that movie. I still wouldn't watch it. Belko Experiment was pretty good. There's somebody seen it. Baby Ruth versus Snickers. Snickers. The library cop scene from Seinfeld. My favorite Seinfeld bit was the whole Chinese restaurant, the entire episode. Oh, the movie Year One. Jack Black and Michael Cera.
I don't think I've seen that. It sounds good, though.
Well, those two. Not really my scene, man. I saw it. It was all right. Once again, Human Centipede. I watched the first one.
Nice.
You enjoy the American Pie movies? Yes. Yes, I do. The second one, when it came out, was maybe one of my favorite movies ever. I legit was laughing hard at that film.
Right on.
Where they go share a house on the beach. It's classic. There's a classic scene where they're painting the house and they're trying to spy on these two chicks. This sounds like every 80s
does.
Cinemax movie. Yeah. And then the two girls catch them and the girls are trying to get them to start touching each other for their entertainment. Yeah, it's a good film.
You're welcome, Funk Lord.
Let's see.
Do you have any kids?
Me or him? Interesting question. Harold and Kumar, yes. I own all of them. I say I own all of them, and then I can't tell you if there's 3 or 4 because there was the first one, then there was the second one, and then there was the Christmas one.
Yeah.
Guantanamo Bay. I got them all. I don't know. I liked them.
This guy's talking mad smack about Michael Zahara. DJ Snake.
Michael Cera brings that out of people, dude.
Really? Why? What about him evokes hate? He just seems like such a plain, funny guy. I don't see how you could hate him.
The most venom I've seen online about anything in a while was Michael Cera played one scene on Twin Peaks, and Twin Peaks people, which are usually the most loving, kind people in the world, literally called for his head on a pike.
Why?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Spaceballs versus Robin Hood Men in Tights. This is going to blow King Dev's head clean off. Not a fan of either. And I know that just lost us some support because people love those movies. I know people that love both those movies. I met John Cho and Cal Penn in 2004. Cool dudes. You know, the White Castle movies, what they did, they brought your boy back.
Oh,
Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
How I Met Your Mother. What's his name? Neil Patrick Harris. They literally reached into obscurity. He was like gone. He was in the abyss.
Oh, is it?
And they pulled him back into relevance with those movies. And that's why, to his credit, even when like he got big again, he came back for all the movies because they saved his life. Food review tells you if the food is worth the buy or not. iDubbbz, let's roast something that isn't an issue. He's an iDubbbz fan. Scott Pilgrim was awesome. Certain people. Have you ever watched Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, we watched it together, I think. It was pretty good.
I've seen it several times. I liked it. It was ahead of its time. We both miss How I Met Your Mother. They should just bring it back. How would you guys feel about another Jay and Silent Bob movie?
That would be dope.
Doesn't matter how we feel. He's making another one. But we would like it. Did you know that?
I think you told me that.
He lost clearance on everything. He tried to do...
Clerks 3, not happening.
Yeah, then he tried to do Mallrats and couldn't get that done. So he owns Jay and Silent Bob, so he's going to do that.
Awesome.
We're all in on Fat Boy. Silent Bob.
He's not that fat.
I know. I listen to him, and all he ever does is call himself fat, and he's skinnier than me. So here we go. Did you ever watch The Godfather? Nope.
What's wrong with The Godfather?
Nope. Were you serious when you said they should bring it back? Would you legit watch that? Which thing, Barry?
What? What's he talking about?
Are we talking about Jay and Silent Bob? Yes. He couldn't get the rights to Mallrats 2. He got the rights, actually. He did. He got the okay from Universal, but then he couldn't get... He was going to make it as a movie. He couldn't get that done. I follow Kevin Smith way too much. And then he had problems getting a network. At one point, he was almost going to put it on Stars. But he had the people wanting to do it. Universal was on board. He just couldn't get the money or the place to put it. So, there. Female actress crush. Mine is Kat Dennings.
Jeanette McCurdy.
She's some porn actress? Who's that?
No, she plays Sam on iCarly.
I was going to say Cat and Sam. I don't...
Or Cat and Sam, that too.
Okay. Is that a legit answer?
Goodfellas? Yeah. One of the best movies ever. I love that movie.
Were you talking about How I Met Your Mother? Yes. Yes. Elizabeth is just trying to stir the pot with the Goodfellas things. Have you seen Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks? That movie's passable. That movie was also a comic book once upon a time, Dave. That thing had two things working for it. Tom Hanks, and it was a comic book. So that one kind of got a pass. Today's TV and movie comedies are terrible. For the most part, yes.
Which DJ Snake's question?
I don't know.
Well, he can just ask it again.
Tell DJ Snake that you need him to ask it again.
DJ Snake, I need you to ask that question one more time.
31. Oh. Which one was 31? Which WrestleMania was that? I think we went to 30 and 32, and then we're going to 34. What was his question? Donald Trump, Dame Drops, Ania song. That's not even... You got to have, like, something.
You got to have something.
I'll play.
Can't kill Donald Trump.
I would put a wig on Ania-san and make him my bitch. I'd marry Donald Trump because then I'd be the first lady. And I guess I'd kill Dame Drops.
Good move. Because if you kill Donald Trump, we're stuck with Mike Pence. And I think we can all agree that he's insane.
There you go, being political. That was an opinion. I can't disagree with your opinion. But so, yeah, that was the hardest F, marry, and kill ever. Thanks for that. I feel that Boba Fett movie or Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I feel that they Boba Fett, I want him to be awesome, but man, they really screwed him up in making him a clone and all this crap. They got to scrape all the rust off that. Kenobi, he's still alive, man. Get him while he's a fairly young man and make that movie and then make the Boba Fett movie later. Yes, I know Alec Guinness is not alive. Talking about Train Spotting, dude.
You know, the guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original films really regretted it. I heard somewhere.
Alec Guinness regretted that?
Yeah, the old guy. Like he was not proud of that at all.
That's the only reason I know who he is. Okay, you were at the one in San Francisco. Yeah, that was a good one, but we weren't at that one. I was looking all over your channel. I found it just now. Okay? You'd look fleek in a skirt. Elizabeth, again, just take everything she says and just throw away. At least she's not wanting you to wear a romper. Who is the better Punisher movie actor? I'll say that the guy that they've got doing it now, Shane, is surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. If you're going to make me choose from the movies, the Punisher Warzone guy that movie was as good as you can make for a Punisher movie. The one that we went on opening day.
Oh, there's us and one guy.
What looked like a homeless man, remember? Yeah. Me and him went to the Punisher Warzone, the first showing on opening day. We were all pumped, and it was me and him and a homeless dude. But that movie was awesome.
The movie was awesome. I remember there's a scene where he punches a hole.
Through the guy's head?
The guy's head. Yeah.
I was sitting there watching that movie just, like, not appalled literally, but happily appalled at the level of violence.
Bewildered, yeah.
Because, like, if the Punisher was real, the war zone is what would happen. When he goes into the scene at the beginning at the dinner, and he just kills everyone, like, you can't have a bloodless Punisher. It doesn't work. Yeah, I've heard about the origin of Nathan Drake movie. I've heard.
What? I don't know what that is.
Who's playing Nathan Drake? I've heard that's up for whatever. The homeless guy, he kind of did sit pretty close to us. I think maybe he just wanted not to be alone at the movies. Tom Holland is playing him. Do you know who Tom Holland is?
No, I don't.
I did not like Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. I like Dolph Lundgren, but he is... The Punisher, when I picture him, and through what I've seen, for whatever reason, I always picture the Punisher is almost... I know his name's Frank Castle, so it doesn't fit, but he looks like he's an Italian guy. He looks like a big, dark-complected, dark-headed guy that would just take your head off. And Dolph Lundgren is like the whitest white guy I've ever seen. So, what is the worst thing you've ever eaten? You should have been here a couple hours ago. The tuna smoothie was not good.
I think that the Vegemite thing we did.
The Vegemite thing?
That might have been one of the worst things. Or the worst thing.
Like, if you're asking something we've bought from stores, I don't know. There's been some bad things. The new Spider-Man. I like the kid. At least they made him a kid again. I hate the fact that Tom Hardy as Venom is never going to cross over with Spider-Man. That sucks.
Why?
Dude, it would take a whole lot. I was going to say a whole nother podcast, a whole nother show. It's rights to the character, and Sony's probably going to make that character R-rated. You're familiar with Venom. He's got the mouth.
Yeah, he's like the black Spider-Man.
Yeah. And he murders people, and he's vicious. And The Mummy, thoughts. My thought is, I haven't seen it yet, but I will go see it before, what was this week's hot movie?
I don't know.
Only made like $69 million. Whatever came out this week.
Only $69 million.
No, it was a big failure for whatever came out this week. How do you feel about the Logan movie? Love it. The black and white version that came out on the Blu-ray actually feels better if you watch it and can get the noir version. Transformers is this week's new movie. Transformers lost me. I've lost the thread. Like the first Transformers I enjoyed, and it's been diminishing returns all the way to the point I'm not watching this one. I'm drunk, but I want to best the brakes off the autocorrect guy unless he's a UFC fighter or master of martial arts. I think he wants to beat the brakes off the auto, but we forgive him.
We forgive him.
Because he's drunk. I never did watch that UFC fight I told you I was going to watch. I watched Twin Peaks instead, so I still got something when we're done here. I never watch UFC, but I'm going to, when we're done here, I recorded a UFC fight tonight. I'm going to go watch because some dude was smack talking to another dude's mama.
Oh, I got to see that.
I'm going to show you the clip. When we're done here, I'll show you the clip where they have the pull apart. Looks pretty good. Who, Dave? Who are you beating up? See, tequila makes Dave an angry drunk.
Uh-oh.
He's gotten angry.
Hungry.
He's
Are you
angry. Transformers without Shia LaBeouf. You know what? People talk a lot of smack about him, but to his credit, he got out of that sinking ship.
Oh, yeah, he's way better off now.
You know, he just didn't want to make another shitty movie. He's got plenty of money, apparently, so why do it? So, people crap on Shia. I kind of like him.
He will not divide us. He will not divide us.
I watched so much of that. Did you guys watch that crap where they put the camera up? Did you watch any of it?
I've seen, like, highlights.
Oh, he had the live stream. They kept having to get taken down.
People were just trolling him. 4chan just sniped him. Did you see the video where he got up in a guy's face?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it was great. He was like going like this. Oh, it was awesome.
I think that Shia has left the building. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think he has.
Or, if it's the right people, they will tell you that he is an Illuminati sacrifice, according to some of your shows. You never did watch the show I sent you, did you? You didn't get through it?
I didn't. Oh, I'll have to check it out sometime.
I love the new Power Rangers. I haven't seen it, but you know what? I'm not adverse to the new Power Rangers. I would at least give it a try. May not spend money on it.
When's the rated R Power Rangers coming out?
Never. Does Q watch Logan Paul?
No, stop it.
You guys just trying to
Logan Paul.
Poke him
with
a stick.
I don't watch any of that garbage.
Someone played P.E.P.E. Shillelagh for 7 hours, which was my favorite part of the streams. I have no clue.
Pepe, the frog, I'm pretty sure there's some meme there, but I don't know.
Oh, I'm reading it as Public Enemy because...
Oh, maybe.
It's P.E. New Japan Pro Wrestling's going to start. Hey, are you watching that on New Japan Pro, Mike? Or do they have an English commentary on that? Ever since Shia stole those homeless shelter shoes. Do you guys not know about Shillelagh? Do you not know?
No, man, I don't know.
It's always scary when we say, I don't know about Shillelagh.
If you don't know.
If it involves somehow us opening an email and a penis jumping out, we don't want to know.
We don't want to know. Oh, no. Okay, I do know about it.
You said that a minute ago. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you do know.
You want to know how I know about that?
How?
Sticks X Hammer, my man. He made a video about it.
Was anyone here for the 4-hour video last week where we talked about Sticks, Sex, and Hammer? Jesus, we made it so far into this.
I love your reaction. That's why I keep bringing it up.
And he keeps sending me videos. He keeps texting me videos of this guy. What was the thing he sent me the other day where he was singing?
Hallelujah.
He was singing Hallelujah, but it wasn't good. And then you sent me one where he was gardening.
It was a garden update. It was one of his infamous garden updates, my man.
You guys want to see how to make him happy? Torture me.
It's hilarious. You opened one the other day. I forgot what you said. I think you're disappointed. I think you expected something else.
They have it in English comment. Okay. I don't like the guy that they got as a replacement on the New Japan, Cyrus. I like him fine, but I don't like his commentary. Enjoy the show tonight, Mike. New Japan, man, them fools constantly.
Oh, yeah.
And, you got to stay up this late to watch it.
What are your thoughts on the new Lego City Police set?
I have no thoughts.
I support it.
There you go. As long as the police are vigilant. By the way, I'm above you guys now in Milwaukee. Going to Chicago for a few, gone from Memphis. God bless you for getting out of Memphis, Dave. Hope CPD doesn't give me a roughing up. They are known for that. Good talking to. Yeah, Chicago, man.
Chirac, you mean? That's what us G's call it.
That's what you G's call it?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I know. Trading Memphis for Chicago.
It's not much of a trade-up.
Yeah, that's like trading, I guess, the Korean War for the Vietnam War. Dave, we got to get you in some safer neighborhoods. We want you to stay around a while.
Yeah, Dave. Go to Minnesota.
It is 4 a.m., Funk Lord, and we all need to go to sleep. Emilio Estevez wants to know if Rey is turning dark or Kylo is redeeming himself to the light. You know what he's talking about.
No.
You watched the last Star Wars movie with me. Actually, you watched the last two. Rey's the chick.
Oh.
And Kylo's...
The guy with the big
ears. Spoiler. Somebody had too many beers. Spoiler.
Spilo.
Kylo is Han's son.
Whoa.
Rey is not turning dark. Put that in the bank.
DJ Snake asked me a question.
Let me get to that. Marsh Manhunter from Supergirl. Nothing ever from Smallville, even though I enjoyed it. Where was DJ Snake? Oh.
Right there.
Did I tell you about the dream I had?
The one with the cat?
The one where I told you that happened to me.
No.
That's eerie. I had a dream. I sound like Martin Luther King. I had a dream just a couple days ago. And it was like, I never dream about people I know. Very rare do I ever dream people that I know in real life. And very rare do I ever remember the dreams. Well, then people say, well, then how do you know?
Yeah.
But I had the most vivid dream that I had a guy, and he had a microphone, and he followed me around and narrated my life.
That's extremely weird.
It was super weird because even in the dream, at some point, I was turned around and said, because it was booming, he's narrating, and it's coming, and we're walking, and there's no speakers, and I finally said, where is this coming from? And then the guy said something like, and then he asked where it was coming from.
That's awesome.
But as the dream went on, it got really cool because I never had to like express feelings to people.
Oh, he did.
Narrator did it, and they got pissed at him.
Oh.
If so-and-so approached, Greg had a feeling of unease. He really dislikes this person, but doesn't know how to tell them.
That's awesome. And they could hear it too.
They heard it. And then they would look at me and then get mad at him. It was like the most vivid dream I've had in years. It was awesome. So personal narrator, if he would narrate in that style where he would just like piss off people that...
Who would it be, though?
This wasn't someone cool, like, you know...
Well, I mean, he asked the question if you could choose one person to narrate.
Well, you've got the easy go-to, so I think I'm going to go with the second one. I think I would go with Samuel L. Jackson in full-on jive mode.
I think I'll go the good old Sticks.
Sticks, Sex, and Hammer? I would be fired and ostracized from every job anywhere.
You think so?
Because if he was behind me, he would be like,
oh no.
This motherfucker's at his job again. He hates every one of you motherfuckers. Fired.
Fired.
Can I get some unemployment? This motherfucker don't want to work. No unemployment. Homeless. You can't pay your rent. This motherfucker ain't got no money to pay his rent. Yeah, maybe Samuel L. Jackson isn't a good idea for a narrator of my life.
You're right.
But Stick Sexy Hammer would probably not be any better for you. Who would you guys have narrate your life? If we could switch days, I would like to have Hulk Hogan narrate it for one day.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Or Lou Ferrigno.
Let me tell you something, brother. That would get old after about one day. Lou Ferrigno.
What? That'd be awesome. He's the Hulk. I'm a big fan of him.
You guys know about the Lou Ferrigno fixation?
He was the Hulk.
I had to cut out like 3 minutes of a video one time because of his Lou Ferrigno. It's still over on the Facebook. Those of you that follow us on Facebook, you can see his weird Lou Ferrigno obsession. He did not know that Lou Ferrigno was deaf. He just thought that Lou Ferrigno chose to speak that way.
I didn't know.
Sam Jackson's best roles in Coming to America. Man, King Dev, I don't know. You and me could watch no movies together. Dave Chappelle all day, every day. Dave. Like, I am a huge Dave Chappelle fan. I've been lucky enough to see him like live. I think he's a comedy genius.
Right on.
Right on. Like Eddie Griffin, he's funny, but he's not a comedy genius. Like, if somebody asked me, you and me had this conversation, is there anybody you would, I know you probably got like 3, who would you pay to see as a stand-up comedian that you would pay to go see a guy tell jokes?
Doug Stanhope.
There. Like,
oh, wow. Hey, would you look at that?
Yeah, see, he's got like guys upon guys.
And then Duck and Trussell, of course.
You didn't throw in Bill Burr, you in on that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's funny.
Literally me, like Dave Chappelle. That's the one guy I would pay to go tell jokes. I feel kind of like going to pay to see guys tell jokes like Seinfeld used to feel about paying to go see someone sing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to pay to see a man sing a song. Well, I'm not going to pay to see a man tell a joke unless it's Dave Chappelle.
That's a good question. I don't exactly remember how I like found out about him, but it was probably through the Joe Rogan podcast.
I was going to say Joe Rogan. You fell down that
I did.
rabbit hole hard.
I love Doug Stanhope. He's hilarious. He's one of the only comedians that I find myself laughing when I listen to his stuff. Legit.
It's true.
It's true.
Yes. Tyrone Biggums.
Oh.
Good night, Emilio. Thanks for hanging out with us. I can't believe we've stayed on this long again. He's more a philosopher than a comedian. You could speak to that. Is that true?
Yeah, I'd say that. He definitely does get like really philosophical at some points.
I don't know, man. Maybe I should investigate.
You should.
I can't speak and say I don't like the guy because I haven't heard enough from any of those people other than Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer?
Yeah.
You're not a fan?
Not a fan.
Have you heard his machine story? Where he's in Russia with the mob?
No, but like he had this whole thing where he got sideways with Jay, I can't think of the comedian's name, another comedian, and he claimed that this dude stole the bit from him,
Oh, I don't know about that.
And yeah, he just has no balls. And then he went on a podcast and got put on the spot. Then he claimed that no, the dude stole the bit. And so for Bert Kreischer, I just kind of lost all respect. What's that guy's name? He's got a podcast. Used to be on Saturday Night Live. He was in. Somebody help me out. What's the comedian's name? Jay, not Leno. Blonde dude. He was in the Tom Cruise movie with the football player. He was the evil agent. Somebody. No, I like Norm Macdonald. I would pay to see Norm Macdonald. You pulled the second one. I really like Norm.
He's in that one movie with Artie Lang, The Dirty Deeds.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Dirty Deeds is an all-time classic for just a horribly cheaply made movie. I've watched that movie like 100 times.
I love his voice.
Yeah. He sounds like somebody's grandpa.
He does.
He's got a podcast. If you know what
he does.
Pluto TV is, they play him like 24/7 on there. Gilbert Gottfried, Barry C. See, I can pull everybody but the one guy I need. Dirty Deeds is the best. Yeah, if you guys have never seen the movie Dirty Deeds with Norm Macdonald, you owe it to yourself. You really do. Not saying it's great art, but it's pretty good. And that's the longest Artie Lang's been able to sit upright.
Isn't he just a complete degenerate?
Artie Lang is a complete degenerate.
Right on.
Allegedly. Anything else? You getting tired?
Not really.
Well, then give me something to speak on. Have you seen Mike Tyson Mysteries? I'm a big fan. I think Norm's the talking pigeon.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald's in that?
Yeah, that's a good show.
That's cool.
Yeah, I highly recommend Mike Tyson Mysteries. If you can get it unedited, it's super good too. That's another one of those, what do you call it? Oh, fuck, I can't think of anything. Too many beers. Cartoon Network, late night.
Late night. What were you looking for?
Late night Cartoon Network.
Adult cartoon?
Adult Swim, thank you.
Adult Swim, oh.
Damn, you guys aren't picking me up at all. Comedy Central Roast, no. The only one that I ever enjoyed was... I don't have one I ever enjoyed.
I think I saw one. Steve-O was on one. It was either a roast of Steve-O.
Now, that's the one where he ran into Mike Tyson's fist and blackened his eye?
I think so.
Yeah.
Someone said some really heinous stuff to Steve-O about Rob Dunn on there.
I remember that.
I remember
Ryan
thinking,
Dunn.
like,
yeah,
I remember thinking, like, ooh, I think that was a bit too far. Like, I'm all for, like, dark humor, but that was super dark.
Yeah, somebody did say something about Ryan Dunn. I don't remember who it was. Amy Schumer is just sitting there. I'm just going to leave Amy Schumer sitting there. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
No.
I'm apathetic.
I'm all for strong women, and I'm all for women being funny,
women.
but not a fan
Girl
of Amy
power.
Schumer. Well, thanks, Jeff.
Jeez, Jeff.
We haven't seen one of them in a while.
Really appreciate it.
Ask us a question, Jeff, and we'll do our best. What kind of music do you listen to? True Detective Season 1 was awesome. What kind of music do you listen to? We're gonna give an effort on this answer this time because he gave us $2.
I've actually been thinking about this because it's come up in streams before.
A lot.
I've actually been listening to like some blues lately, like Lightning Hopkins.
This is true.
I love Lightning Hopkins.
He listens to a lot of blues.
It's true. And like Lightning Hopkins and the Doors and just like a bunch of other like miscellaneous stuff.
That's fair.
It is fair.
I don't know. My answer is horrible. I listen to everything except what I don't like. I don't like rock country, but I like country.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I've been listening to Sublime a lot too. There's like 4 songs of theirs that I like, and that was me. That was the chair made a noise.
Oh, I thought you kicked it.
Fart.
What's your favorite Sublime song going on right now?
Garden Grove.
Really? Interesting choice. At least you didn't go for the easy one.
Oh, Santeria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a certain generation, Love Is What I Got was their big hit, but Santeria is pretty dope. It was Amy Schumer that said the joke. Okay, so that goes back to about Ryan Dunn.
Oh, it was?
That makes sense. You guys aren't Patreon shills. I appreciate that about this channel. Never will be. Just not the direction we're ever willing to go. If we can't afford to make videos, then we just won't make them. Okay. And,
Which, that's probably not going to happen because our videos are pretty low budget.
Our videos are low budget, and basically, if we eat a hamburger over time, we get that money back. We don't get rich, but that pretty much evens it out. Here's something that we don't often tell people. Like when we eat hamburgers, if you go look at Social Blade, you'll see we earn money. The government taxes us on that money. so we can claim those hamburgers, and in a roundabout way, they're free. Yeah. So when you see us eating something, we claim it.
I've checked out the Suicide Boys, and I didn't really feel it. But I'm not, like, disparaging the Suicide Boys. I know they have, like, a really big fan base. I saw a really cool video of them performing inside of, like, a skate park. And it was really, really cool.
I saw this video you speak of, yeah.
Yeah, it was, like, awesome. But, yeah, pretty cool.
I don't know. Our musical taste is all over the place. It's just easier to tell you. Well, my musical taste is all over the place. His gets laser focused in certain places.
Sometimes.
But let me just say, if you're going to play a song off the top 40 radio right now, and a gun was to your head that one of us is going to hate it, it's going to be him. I only hate like 10 of them. You hate like 37 of them. Occasionally. I know he loves a song when, not loves, but I know the song's okay with you when I don't hear the minute the first note hits. Every song.
I make it known I don't like it.
On top 40, like if you play a top 40 station with him, the first note of the first song, this again?
Well, a lot of it's garbage.
I'm sorry, man. We don't have no screaming Willie Winkin station or whatever you're listening to
Lightning Hopkins
on the local radio. Work on
That's
it.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
It is a shame.
You know who else isn't on the radio? Speaking of the Suicide Boys, XX Tennessee on.
Oh God, back to this.
You don't like him?
He's stupid.
Well,
I'm not even talking about his skills. I'm talking about he's stupid.
Say what you will about his character. Some of his music's pretty good. I'm not saying he's a great guy.
Not even his character. I'm, like, geez, man, I've enjoyed the music. Now I'm old. Going to go back 100 years. Like,
oh, yeah.
NWA were not a bunch of nice guys if you dig into some of the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Eazy-E, how they financed that. I never listened to a song and went, I don't appreciate the morals that went into making this.
No, I mean the stuff with him hitting his girl, allegedly. I don't know if it actually happened, but of him, like, beating his girlfriend.
But if you're 19 years old and you're about to be, like, super famous and your behavior just keeps leading you to going to jail or getting killed, you're a moron.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
True.
I mean, just, dude, you got talent. Pull out. Do something else. The Shining. You ever watch The Shining?
No, but I need to.
We'll put it on the big list of things he hasn't seen.
Right next to Easy Rider.
Dude, we still haven't watched Easy Rider. That disappoints me. Summer's getting away from us. Chris Brown.
Summer's almost gone.
Yeah, if your behavior keeps getting you killed, it's a problem.
Like, my mind is still stuck on music. And what's his name? Roger Miller? The King of the Road?
Yeah.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. I kind of fell into that. There's a few of his songs that I really enjoyed, too, that I came across recently.
He was always a bit of a hack to me.
Really?
I like King of the Road.
Yeah, you call him a hack. I like it.
I like King of the Road.
I like Dang Me. That's a good one, too.
Dang Me?
Yeah.
You ought to take a rope and hang me?
Yeah. Hold on. Chug-a-lug, Dang Me, King of the Road. I listened to a whole album one morning because I got boring. Those were the only 3 songs I liked on there.
In my entire life, I ain't never been so bored. I've sat down and said, I'm going to listen to a dude, the Weird Owl of 1967.
It was 8 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't fall asleep, and I was playing a Blue Tower Defense. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to go all the way in.
I'm going to listen to this Roger Miller.
I am.
All right. DJ Snake wants to know, what kind of parent do you think you'd be?
Hopefully a good one.
It's good to see he put some thought in that. All right, then. Rob Stone's people knocked him out on stage.
Yeah, yes. I heard that.
See, and that night when that happened, that went in and asked him. It was all over like social media, Dave, that there was a stabbing on that stage. But that never occurred.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about Rob Stone?
Mm-hmm. I went down the Rob Stone rabbit hole when that attack happened.
As far as I'm concerned, he has one good song, and that's Chill Bill, of course. That's like his big song.
I love the most random comments. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
What's the deal with creating digital currency via PCs with powerful graphic cards? Who in their right mind would invest in Bitcoin?
Who in their right mind wouldn't?
Isn't it weird? I guess if you sit here long enough.
Yeah.
Me and you, again, last week had the conversation about people that now can make money literally out of nothing.
You're right.
We had an entire, and at some point I looked at him and said, we should be doing this on camera. We just sit and have these same conversations without a camera sometimes. Except people don't comment and then we forget what we were saying.
I like the idea of Bitcoin. Everyone's smashing Bitcoin. I like the idea of like a cryptocurrency that's untraceable. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, it may be needed by certain people.
Oh yeah.
Well, how much did that guy spend on that article I showed you? Was it $12?
Yeah.
And he had $1 million, legit $1 million. Now it's worth of Bitcoin. Take that for what it's will.
I remember me and my friends got really obsessed with it, and we were gonna invest in it back when it was worth $250. We should have, because it's like $450 now.
I told you I was thinking about buying the boxes to mine it.
Oh yeah, to mine it.
But by the time I was going to buy the boxes to mine Bitcoin, I was behind the curve. Like,
yeah, I watched some video, and there's some dude who was ahead of the curve, and he bought like a warehouse
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he ended up well off. One of those Silk Road documentaries had a guy like that.
Yeah.
That went from doing the Bitcoin in warehouses full of those machines, and then he's in jail now.
Really? Did he get involved in, like,
Silk Road? Yeah. Well, it's Claire again. Good to see you, Claire. We're not really that dedicated. I don't know about the entertainment value of what we're doing. We just got the camera on shooting the shit with you guys. We like to turn the camera back on when everyone else goes to bed so we can see the comments a little better. What are your thoughts on the fish I saw in the creek last week? I give that fish a 72. He was missing some scales, and there were eggs coming out of its ass.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That was a pretty cool fish.
Okay, there you go.
You ever watched To Catch a Predator?
Yes.
Take a seat. No, you're fine. You can leave whenever you want to. Great show.
I know. I told you the story about the guy on my Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sucks for that guy. That's so...
Let me dust one off. I've told it before. Those of you that have never heard this, indulge me, please. And this is all legit. I know a guy, not like personally, but he's on my Facebook, and I've spoken to him a few times, and I've seen the story, not from him, from other sources, so I know it's true. He got a wrong address on a girl he was going to pick up, a legal girl, and it wasn't To Catch a Predator. It was like the local news To Catch a Predator, if that makes sense. So the police are set up, the cameras are set up, the guy comes to the door, knocks on the door, and someone brings him in. And he's got a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, no.
It wasn't wine coolers, though, thank God.
Thank God.
And he starts getting all these questions, and this guy's going to meet a girl that he knows. The cameras come out, they ask him about the age of the girl that he's meeting and what he knows about her.
And same name, right?
Yes.
So frequent.
This is all true.
Yeah.
And this guy only kind of knows the girl. He met her in a bar and they went out a couple times. So they're firing questions at him and he doesn't know. And so they give him you're free to go. He's on film. He walks out the door. He gets thrown on the ground and cuffed, put away. And that next night, this is on the news. This guy, big as life, looking for this girl. Well, it came out later. He was 2 doors off, and the legit girl was there waiting on him. It was like, but you know what? That news station never came back and said, oops, we're sorry.
They should have.
And to this day, that guy, like, on his Facebook page will occasionally get some shit like,
screw you,
predator,
kill yourself.
Pedophile. We saw it because the video, Nothing Ever Dies, is still out there with this guy. So, yeah.
Have you seen Hansen vs. Predator? I've only seen anything I know about like Chris Hansen's work is through YouTube.
All I know is if I ever go somewhere and walk in a house or a room and Chris Hansen is there, I'm just gonna lose. Can you imagine being Chris Hansen and like being anywhere and someone like seeing him and going, "Oh shit"?
Oh yeah.
I would. Anytime you went to a house with Chris Hansen sitting in the house, I would just be totally freaked. Can you tell us the name of the guy? I'm not gonna say the name of the guy.
Sticks X and Hammer 666.
I'm not going to say his name because it's not cool.
It's not cool.
But if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can probably figure it out.
I thought you were talking about Sticks Hammer.
No, the name of the guy. I'm not going to do that to that dude. In fact, it's because it's really not funny. That's one of the most messed up things I've ever heard. It's still to this day.
Extremely unfortunate.
He got fired. Like, people that knew him for years just dropped him on Facebook and to this day haven't talked to him.
Could he sue them?
He didn't. I don't know.
He should have.
People sue over anything. I don't know if he could or he couldn't. because it was just a misunderstanding on all sides.
Yeah.
He should sue over the fact that they didn't trumpet that he wasn't a child predator. Yeah. That's really tragic.
It is.
I feel the sadness,
a moment
Sam.
of silence for him.
It's a sucky deal, man. But you know what? It made a good story to tell you guys at 4:27 a.m. on Monday morning. So,
bless him.
And no one is ever completely innocent. Who knows? Maybe at some point in his life that guy did something that maybe he didn't deserve that, but maybe he deserved a kick in the nuts.
Maybe that was just karma.
Yeah, maybe it was. Now we're going back the other way. There you go. Screw that guy.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. He had it coming.
KYS. Just joking, guy. We don't mean it.
Now you're making me think of what's his name in the security guard.
Oh God.
What's his name?
That human
Burns,
garbage.
the guy with the security guard where he kept yelling, "Kill yourself."
Someone should have just punched that guy. Someone should have just.
I'm famous.
Oh God, that's disgusting. You just.
I'm rich. I'm famous. What are you wearing?
The guy's got a big ego.
Did you watched him go on and try to defend that on Keemstar?
Yeah, he did. He said something like the guy was choking him. But I noticed. Did you watch the video of the interview with him and the security guard? That old choking incident wasn't brought up. That was the only redeemable.
Well, and then later they showed another video of him doing the same thing to a different guy that had nothing to do with nothing.
Guy's a classic.
That dude's just a douchebag.
He's a douchebag.
Would you guys ever do life story videos? They're super easy to make.
You got some life stories. I'm sure you could tell.
Yeah, well, what do you mean, really, Barry, by life story? We tell life stories kind of all the time.
I think he's talking about do you know who Luna is? Like those kind of life stories. Running from the cops. Broke the bong. Those all those classics, you know?
I have a lot of those kind of stories I could tell. But
you have a reputation.
But as a person that is a parent and has a job that deals with sensitive information at times, I don't really need those stories being broadcast digitally. And the people that tell those stories aren't thinking ahead 10 years when they may need a job.
I would love to start a religious cult with you.
I've often said I would like to start a religious cult. I could totally do that. I'd be down.
Yeah.
So easy, too. We could just recycle, like, the video of me when I was drunk in the motel room a while back talking about electricity.
We could.
That's total cult material.
Doug Stanhope has some really good life stories. He does.
Yeah, I like listening to people tell stories. That's what hooked me into Boogie, actually. Is him,
Boogie 2298?
His Draw My Life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the Boogie 2988 Draw My Life is one of the most compelling, like, YouTube videos I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't know who he was, didn't know anything about him, and
Dude, have you seen DeFranco's Draw My Life?
Well,
I haven't seen that. Yes, I have. I don't remember the facts, but I know I always bring up this H3H thing. He did a really, really, really good podcast with him where he talks about his stepdad. Mm-hmm. His stepdad was like, he went psycho. He tried to kill his DeFranco and his mom by with carbon monoxide poisoning. DeFranco woke up in the middle of the night and his stepdad is wearing a gas mask. And there's this whole escapade where DeFranco saw his stepdad hiding something in a I think I told you about this, in a mayonnaise jar, and he thought it was a present for him. So he looked at it, but it was a mayonnaise jar full of speed, like pills.
Holy shit! No, yeah. I never heard none of this.
I'll listen to the podcast again. I'll give you timestamps, but it gets really interesting.
Okay, I thought you told me that was his Draw My Life. I was like, I'm all in on that Draw My Life.
That was not in the Draw My Life.
All right, you find the timestamps on that. I'm in. But Boogie's Draw My Life, he came from some really messed up shit early on. That, I gave him a sub. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever watch another video from this guy, but this dude has had such a bad life.
I used to hate Philip DeFranco until I listened to that, and I was a lot more interested in him. Because he talks about overcoming that and not letting that define you. It was really inspirational and interesting.
I don't know. DeFranco gets a lot of hate. I've never understood it.
I just thought his voice is kind of annoying. I didn't hate him hate. You know?
Do the DX cross chop to let them know you mean business. Boogie is such a good guy. I hate that people like him have to get. You like how I just kept going?
That should replace dabbing.
What, the X?
The DX cross chop. Suck it.
Yeah. Whoever knew retro would be suck it. Suck it would be retro.
Who knew? You were reading that?
Yeah, I was just off in land. I like Phil, but his thumbnails and titles are a lot clickbaity.
They have to be.
And I only watch him for the first half of the video. Once he gets into some things I enjoy.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I'm out.
He's like, let me put on my shill hat and sell a bunch of shit. I'm out. But the first half of the video, I'm in.
He did a good podcast with iDubbbz, too. Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
It said, look up. Okay, I did, Elizabeth. I looked up. He did. He did. Who did?
You did. I did too.
I'm the one that's been drinking here. Who did the podcast with iDubbbz?
Oh, I thought you were talking about looking up Philip DeFranco.
Does he just go around doing thanks for the information. Does he just go around doing podcasts with random people?
He used to have a podcast, and yeah, pretty much.
Y'all want to buy some tickets to CraveCon 2017? I like to point this out once in a while. Before CraveCon 2016 ever occurred, who was the one that said it was going to fail spectacularly and never happen again?
No offense, it didn't take a sage, it didn't take a seer, it didn't take Nostradamus to make that prediction.
I'll give you that. But I go on record as saying we said it first, but it didn't take.
We said it first.
No one else was saying it.
I like to think that we're responsible. We're single-handedly responsible for the failure of CraveCon.
I would love it if that was true, but I think common sense and decency was the reason CraveCon failed. Damn it, this is Patrick. There is no brown spot on my shirt.
There's not. Your shirt's immaculate.
It is immaculate. I love the Irish UFC fighter already, but his story is crazy. I'm all for him. I hope he knocks out Floyd. I don't, Dave, because this will piss some people off too. Depends. I don't think the people I'm going to piss off are going to be here. UFC fans are a certain group of people with their affliction shirts and their over-the-top broing and like... I just can't imagine if Conor McGregor got lucky and knocked Floyd out, how much these bastards would walk around like they won the lottery or they did it.
Oh, this is random. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you didn't. Go ahead.
I think it was in Borat or Bruno. Have you seen both of those?
Seen both.
There's like a scene where they go to Arkansas and they're doing like cage fighting. And in the middle of the cage fight, they stop
Borat.
And they make out. And the place riots. They're
That's
throwing
legit.
chairs.
That happened in Fort Smith.
Yeah, it did.
That wasn't fake. The people didn't know.
They didn't. And they freaked out. That's our state.
Yeah, that's us. That's where
we
we're
live
at.
there.
We're in a state where people tried to kill Borat for making out with a dude. If you could have an unlimited supply of any food item, what would it be? Really good caviar, then we would sell it. You like that, didn't you?
Dude, that was genius.
Yeah, I know. Occasionally. What's the brown spot on Darth Vader's shirt? Tarkin's ear.
What?
Dove deep for that one.
You did.
Make some merch with Q with a silhouette of his head.
If we made some merch, I bet it would sell like a god church.
Okay, now turn sideways. Look at the side of his head. We would get sued by David Lynch for selling Eraserhead merch.
Oh, you think so?
Joke funny to one person. Me.
I've seen the movie poster for.
Okay, you got
Eraserhead.
Okay, Eraser. And this is Patrick says, man, fuck McGregor. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
McGregor is the best wrestler that is not wrestling in the world. All the shit that he's doing, he's just going around doing like 1980s.
That's awesome.
NWA wrestling promos. Nobody else is doing it, so why not? He's getting rich off of it. God bless him.
I
but
support it.
I really hope Floyd just knocks him smooth the fuck out. It's funny how people that don't have an opinion on anything have an opinion on that fight. People that don't watch boxing or MMA, you'll find have an opinion on that fight.
Really?
I have no opinions on Leonard. Mr. Pendleton.
Who's Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi Kiwi, whatever his name is. What's going on? Who's this character?
He's Sugar Ray Leonard's illegitimate son.
Thanks for clearing.
His actual name's Kiwi Leonard.
Sugar Ray? Like the... I just want to...
Don't tell me you don't know who Sugar Ray Leonard is. Sugar Ray Leonard, the boxer?
Oh, I think you're talking about Sugar Ray, the singer. No, man, I don't know. I just heard Sugar Ray. I got a Sugar Ray bias.
Ready for a handshake, CM Punk comeback. You know, Dave, put this down. Put this down as the Nostradamus of the world. Daniel Bryan today very heavily hinted that he knows exactly how many days until he can get out of his WWE contract and go to ROH. If he was to show up in ROH, and then CM Punk was to show up in ROH, and that company's now owns WGN, and they had a national platform, they could get better ratings than a WWE if the right people were involved. That's where CM Punk would go, I think. There you go.
Awesome.
He's a basketball player. Greg, what happened? I didn't see you at Minecon last year. Why are you going to play me like that? Is that like a Minecraft?
So gone for Minecraft.
I would be the most uncomfortable, out of place person. Probably the oldest person.
That's not the worst con.
What's the worst con?
No offense to any bronies out there, but probably that isn't there. There's some type of brony con, or like My Little Pony con. If that's your thing, if you're into that, right on. But
you remember what we used to do to the guy on the couch? I used to do the guy on the couch.
What would you do?
I would go to his Netflix.
Oh yeah.
And every day when he would go to sleep, I would play My Little Pony, so that when he would wake up and turn on his Netflix in front of everyone, his last viewed show was My Little Pony.
That's hilarious.
I did that to him for months, and then taunted him endlessly about being a brony. He, of course, had no clue what a brony was, but it still pissed him off.
That's what else, bro?
Nope, not coming to that one either. There
Hentai. What's that?
Don't act like you don't know.
What is it? Is that Japanese?
Greg, if I get us matching fursuits. No fursuits.
Oh, FurCon. I bet that's a thing.
Furries?
Yeah.
You a big fan of the furries?
Yeah, it's Kindomic.
I love this guy. I just picture this dude. He's got like, I don't know, 50 monitors going for live streams. And then he just pops on and says, why are all you people watching this live stream instead of watching all my videos and giving me lots of thumbs ups and donating to my Patreon page? I need your money.
This guy's a genius.
I want to do like...
We should subscribe to him.
Can we do that like right now?
I hope so.
Let's see. See if he'll let me.
Go to channel. Everyone subbed at
I'm subbing fake Kindomic right now, guys. He's got 63. He now has 64. Just sub fake Kindomic. There you go, Ken. We couldn't afford to give you any money because we're poor, but we gave you some love.
Just for you.
And just for you.
Yeah.
You bald bastard. You're welcome, Ken. Kindomic.
Gotta love him.
He's my favorite. Just makes me happy. Because God knows we'll never see the real Kindomic. I've had like 4 or 5 people
love you too, Ken.
Send me screenshots of something that I thought was long gone from months ago. Months ago, over on Reckless Eating, Kindomic was eating a giant bowl of cereal. And
that sure is reckless eating.
I put something like, I would like to take a giant shit in that bowl.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. And then there were sprinkles, and then the thing was like, eat my shitty sprinkles, Ken. And it's just this gigantic comment. And I always thought that Reckless Eating removed it. Maybe in like the 10 seconds that comment was up, someone took it. But I've had 5 different people send that to me tonight, and it warms my heart.
You should post it on Instagram.
Maybe I will later. Ken's a tool? No, Ken's awesome. He's got drones. I got so far off base when we started talking about
big beaver
Ken.
teeth.
He really is my least favorite. Like, if someone pinned me down and said, who's worse, Ken or Dame, I'm going to have to go with Ken. Like,
I don't know. Dame's pretty.
Say what I will about Dame, at least he seems to have some charisma. I give Ken no charisma points.
Charisma.
Charisma, sometimes it is bad, but like, of the two, I'm going to go with KBD as the worst.
The worst.
What's your opinion of the two?
I think Dame's the worst.
Give me an example why Dame's worse than Ken.
He's just so over the top. He's just so over the top and annoying.
Nah, not at all.
Thanks, Fat. He's just way too energetic.
Okay.
I guess Dame or what Kindomic is too. I don't watch him enough to like pick apart their, idiosyncrasies and. Now,
Darianne, don't act like you're surprised by us saying this. You've been here longer than probably anybody on the stream. You've heard our comments about these people before. Ken is completely charismaless, fame hound. I find Ken has like the charisma of house paint. I got to give it to Dame for that. Enough of that.
I play Xbox, but I'm not a console extremist. I know what you mean. That is annoying. People are like, die hard this or that. It really doesn't make a difference. The same games pretty much are on the same consoles.
Dame penetrates his sauces and then pushes his burger buns and watches them go up. What's it about, Darianne? If I said your name correct, Miss Mabry. My GT is DJ Snake.
So with 2 A's, I'll remember that.
DJ
Snake with 2 A's.
Will you really remember it?
DJ Snake with 2 A's.
Okay.
I got it. We don't have a pen or I'd write it down.
Andrew's comment is straight from Joey's comment section. Interesting. When's the last time you went over and watched Joey do anything?
I think the last thing I watched was this little ASMR video.
We've come to peace with Joey. I have, personally. I've got nothing to say about Joey as a human being. I just don't enjoy his content. I would rather slit my wrist and then pour cream corn into them than watch him. But I think as a person, I think he's probably a pretty quality person from what people tell me.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people tell me that, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to say I enjoy him. Hey, Mr. Happy, how are you guys? GTA is cool, rolling in after we've been at this for like an hour and 43 minutes, fresh as a daisy. We're really good, man. Thanks.
We're pretty good.
Is it really? Laugh out loud. I don't watch his videos after the naked chalupa. When I heard about that, I heard he was shirtless for that.
Oh, God.
What's up, Ari?
No.
Good to see you, Ariel.
Wait, Joey was shirtless for the naked...
You guys, I know somebody saw it. That I had, like, anytime something weird happens, I'll get bombarded in IMs with people telling me. And I do believe Joey was shirtless.
Oh, no.
I did not go watch. I've been trying to chew this gum. I'm just going to say it here. There we go. Have you seen the other Joey? The mukbang. Can't do it. He's the Latin American version and it's crazy. Yeah, he looks just like Joey and he gets a lot of views.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
He pops in here occasionally. He hasn't in a while. His name is Food Use. I don't know none about it. I don't watch mukbangs, but like Food Use has talked to me like 3 times and he seems like a pleasant guy. And if your thing is watching a guy that looks like Joey eat a lot of food, God bless you. Who am I to judge? He got moles on his neck. Food Use or Joey got moles on his neck?
Hey, I have moles on my neck. Somewhere.
I ain't never seen no moles on your neck. We're at that point. Do you miss Harambe?
Harambe, he was my muchacho. Of
least,
course I miss him.
At least you didn't say, who is that, or woo woo woo. Food Juice, talk about a guy with 0 charisma. That's just me reading the comment if this ever comes out. Based on the pictures, he doesn't look like he has a lot of charisma. So do you guys just go over and check these dudes out when you see a new one pop up? How is it that you come to watch these people? Corey Dempsey. Oh my God, Corey Dempsey's the dude I showed you that was on the Dame's Taste Division.
The guy who looks like...
Yeah, I gotta watch what I say because
He looks like he's from like, I don't know, South Virginia. I don't think there's a South Virginia, but he looks like he's in the deep South, like the Appalachian Mountains or something. That guy with the red beard. I don't know. But yeah.
If there was ever a video of why you should never eat fast food, it's Corey Dempsey. I'll leave it at that. Ken Dominic says, check out my YouTube page. I have a screen cap of the naked Joey. No, Ken. With Ken's head to make it even more disturbing. That's just like the stuff of nightmares.
It is.
That's like waking up in hell. If World War III happened, would you go to war or prison? We've talked about this. Again, we talked about this kind of thing. Okay, we're going to go back to the World War III thing. Darianne was convinced that I wasn't really drinking booze when I drank the vodka. She thought I was drinking water.
Darianne, you goofball.
And, basically my comment was, what do I have to gain from that? She's like, well, you made money. I actually didn't make money because I lost money drinking the vodka.
Oh, yeah.
But now, because we've had words, she feels like, no, Darianne, you're welcome here anytime. You're old school, girl. People are allowed to have opinions here.
Yeah, you could not like us.
Or just disagree with something we say. What's his name? There was a guy I had a hell of a long comment battle with because we quit setting shit on fire.
Oh.
And usually he's in here, but he's not here now. And he sent me a message. He's like, I don't know why you're so mad at me, man. I feel like, you're mad. No, dude, but I will discuss it with you.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTube people will just either ignore you or block you or just act like it never happened or erase a comment or whatever. No. I will talk to you if you have something to bring up about the way you don't like we do things, or whatever I said there.
It's all good, fam.
Yeah, we're good. I'm always happy to see you, Darianne. Truly. You're one of the people that's been here with us doing food reviews for the longest, so whenever I see you pop up, it makes me happy. Greg, have you ever spoken in Leafy at all? No, never.
We're not that big.
You know what? It's not even like a big thing. I've talked to big YouTubers.
You have?
Yeah, what I consider big YouTubers.
Who?
Like Reckless Eating is a big YouTuber. He's not Leafy big.
No, but he is pretty big.
YouTubers will just pop up and speak to you occasionally without you speaking to them. I don't know. I don't know why we would ever cross paths with Leafy. I've spoken to Dame. There you go. He's bigger. I've had words with Dame before.
Literally.
You know what? Again, going back, maybe I'm just getting a soft heart in my old age. Last time I spoke with Dame, Dame said the thing he liked about me is I never change. So, whatever.
Is it good to not change?
Well, I was in the middle of telling him why he sucked when he said, well, he said either you're consistent or you never change. He said, just keep doing what you do. And I was like, I will, Dame Drops. You suck.
Yeah. Awesome.
But I can't think of anybody. Probably Dame Drops is the biggest YouTuber I've ever had words with. He's only like 700,000. I think that's it. Nothing comes to mind. Met plenty of famous people, if that counts. I think that counts to me. That's way more of a currency. Depends on who you talk to. Even if I met PewDiePie, I just wouldn't be that impressed. I'd be like, hey, dude, what's up?
That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty cool, but what am I going to talk to PewDiePie about?
Nothing.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got a lot of subscribers. I know. Let me make some jokes to piss some people off. Ha ha.
Wow, man, that sounds just like...
Did you like my leaf? Did you like my PewDiePie? I'm PewDiePie. All right, let's go back to the comments. I wonder what anorexic Joey would look like. Well, the skin.
Oh, yeah, you're right. When people lose a lot of weight, the skin kind of stays.
It's already weird. I watch people eat foods to tell me if I like it, but I'll be pissed if I spend $5 and don't like it. And then the other thing about it, too, is, Dave, like we always say, that's what people say they want, but then whenever we dislike an item, and it's complete honesty, we get more dislikes.
I wonder what percent of people are watching it to want to know, how it is.
Or they just want to see it up close. Yeah. I think there are people that want to...
I bet over 50%, I'd imagine. Because why else would you watch a food reviewer,
I have no answer as to why you'd watch a food reviewer other than the person doing the reviewing.
Yeah.
Like Report of the Week or Robert Dyer's why I watch a food reviewer. I've never watched a food reviewer. I've never seen we've been doing this a long time. I've never seen a taco and thought, I wonder what so-and-so's thoughts on this taco are.
Never?
No. But it's the one thing that people do a lot, and I kind of get behind, is if they're at home and they have whatever the item is they watch the review while they eat it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's totally different than using that as a basis to buy something. That's like somebody's eating the burger with you.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. And I kind of prefer to think that people do it that way. The autocorrect guy. Who's the autocorrect guy, Dave? Damn it.
Who are the Hodge twins? I'm sorry, but...
The two muscled up dudes that sit in a car, hang out with Dame.
I don't know.
I got nothing. They're big guys that eat food. They saw an opening to get into doing food reviews, and then they did them. I don't really have much about them.
That's all there is.
No. We're the worst people to talk to about food reviewers, and I know a lot of you guys are here for that, and you love it. It's just I don't know. Sit in a car, you eat some food, you tell the same joke, you have the same outro, you use the same music, same intro.
What's up, guys? What it be?
What it do?
Happy Man's Day. Expect for another review.
And then I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to play some music. I'm going to act really sad. His closing music should be the walking away music from The Incredible Hulk.
It should be.
Christopher Fairfield. What time is it in your part of the country? It's 4:51 a.m., Christopher. Mr. Happy, Stick, Sex, and Hammer 6'9". You guys stir the pot.
We could do crossover in anybody. I would want it to be with Stick, Sex, and Hammer. We could do an MRI with him, because he does those too. The military rations.
I would do it. I would do it. I would do that just for you.
That'd be awesome.
But I would want to do it live.
Yeah.
Because then I could say whatever I wanted to stick Sexy Hammer, and it's out there for the world to see.
Hey man, he might cast some spells on
It'd be like Geraldo Rivera, like style gotcha journalism. I'd sit down with that guy. I review something with him.
What's your beef with him? He seems cool.
My beef.
Dude,
We've come to a point.
I'm using it unironically. I'm not ashamed.
He just used the word beef.
Beef.
We've come to a point where we're just popping ourselves here, making ourselves laugh. Deadly Gamer says, do an MRE. That's the line, Deadly Gamer. That's like literally the point.
We could do that on a live stream. Why not?
Maybe on a live stream. We would never do it as a video because to me that's the line I've always drawn that says, I'm out of fucking ideas. I'm going to eat an MRE because everyone has done that. Pretty much.
Even sticks.
Like crazy Russian hacker, you know. You should collab with Alex Jones.
I think he's too big for us.
Literally or physically?
Both.
He's got a little size. We would have to go on his set. He couldn't fit on our set.
That guy's woke.
We put him in the middle and both kiss him from the sides and then watch him bullhammer his way out of here. Again, I would do one with Alex Jones, but it has to be live. I would attempt to kiss him.
Ask him just while you're chewing.
Yeah, with mouthful of food. Alex Jones, will you kiss me?
No, don't ask him. Just like lean in.
Just lean in slowly?
Yeah. That'd be funny.
I think we should do that to anyone. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
Alex Jones. Anybody that would be stupid enough to ever come here and collab with us.
It'd have to be a guy. I'd feel a little weird if it was.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a little
it goes
sexual assaulty if it was a girl.
Yeah, if it was a chick.
It's not as funny. It's
not
just
as funny.
creepy. It was, yeah.
It's not creepy to try to mac on Alex Jones, but
absolutely not.
King Dev, you must have known the story already because I told it on a since shut down thing. The endorsement is an enigma wrapped in a riddle, and I have some thoughts on the endorsement.
Don't say too much.
I'm not. Like, he's a good friend, but he lives the most mysterious life of anyone I've ever known. For a guy that makes videos and goes on YouTube, very little is known by even his friends about the endorsement.
I think you might be saying too much.
I think I've said just the proper amount. It's not creepy to mac on Alex Jones. Wow, my new favorite quote of 2017. Well, I'm glad we could do that for you. It's not. You guys go tell him. Go tell Alex Jones.
Tweet him. Tweet at Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, A, it's not creepy to mac on you. And B, Mr. Happy would totally kiss you on the cheek with a mouthful of food if you would come to his show. King Dev, gotcha. Yeah, King Dev just wanted to hear the story again. I'm not that drunk today, King Dev.
That's right, King Dev.
That day, I told shit on everybody.
You did. You went too far. Nah.
That's why that video got delisted. This video will probably get delisted too. I mean, we have done nothing of any educational value for you guys. I'm watching you instead of getting ready for work. That always makes me feel good. That last 15 minutes before you go to work, where you're sitting there, and you got your shoes on, and you have that period of time to think about, why am I doing this? What did I do wrong in life? Why do I have to go to work? 8 hours is a long time. 10 hours is a long time.
I'm really looking forward to get out of high school, but that's one thing I'm not looking forward to, is having to work and be somewhere and spend the majority of my time at a place I don't like. That kind of does give me anxiety.
Dude, you can't put a price on having to be somewhere on somebody else's dime. I don't care what anyone pays you. If you're somewhere on their dime, eventually it's going to bother you.
Oh, yeah.
That's why, actors are such pricks, because, they make all the money in the world and they realize they still have to be somewhere on someone else's dime. They're still, answering to people.
I don't know if I'm going to college.
Keystone Light, baby. The beer of my late teens and early 20s. Keystone Light. The beer that I drink when it shows up in my refrigerator. I'm actually curious. How tall are you guys?
7 something.
I don't know how tall you are, but we get asked that all the time. We'll measure it. I tell people this and they never believe me, because in a video we look and I slouch. I'm 6'4".
You are. People don't believe it.
And when people see me or meet me, they're always like, "Wow,
you're tall."
I don't know if I come across in video as a little short guy, but
maybe I'm
6'4". That's not really that tall anymore, though. That's just a healthy average.
I don't know. 6'4" is pretty tall. Q's short.
Nah, Q's not short. He was short for years and years. You go back and watch them early videos before his voice has changed. Somebody sent me a copy of the video you and me did. The cinnamon challenge with the ice.
Yeah.
Dude, your voice is so high.
Yeah, I bet.
His voice is so high.
My voice is still kind of high pitch.
Not like that.
No, of course not.
Go, like, if you come across that video sometime.
I was like 11 or 12 or 13. Of course my voice is going to be high, right?
Yeah, man, we've been doing this a long time.
We have been. It's mind-blowing.
No, Elizabeth, I'm really 6'4" is not that tall.
Dude, you're giving yourself way too much credit. That's pretty tall.
I didn't have anything to do with it. Growing. Well, way too much credit. Have you seen The Gift? I'm sorry, Barry. I've seen you ask that like 3 times. No, but I'm aware of it, and it is on my list.
The Gift.
Like I said, probably the next movie I'm going to watch is The Belko Experiment. And I already know that that's not going to be a good movie, and I could spend my time watching quality movies. But then the thought of 80 people locked in a high-rise and they must fight to the death for no apparent reason fills me with joy. Right. So I must watch that. You still didn't ever watch the trailer for that, did you? Do you remember it when it came out?
No. I'll watch the trailer, though.
Or try shit. I'm 59.
You're old, man.
You're not 59. Try Bohemian beer or try shit. I'm 59. Sometimes they just don't come together. I'm looking forward to Deadpool 2. I am when it gets here. Not yet. The cable casting in Deadpool is kind of freaking me out, man. It's kind of freaking me out.
The Gift.
I think Dolph Lundgren would have been pretty good for cable. The Gift. Is that what you wanted? Is that why you whispered it?
Yeah.
Okay. The only good trailer is an honest trailer. No, man. I love movie trailers. If I could select the ads for our videos instead of
trailers?
Hard alcohol and beer and every kind of like where you go to for like booze commercials, I would always pick movie trailers.
I'd also want obscure disease ones. Those are always funny.
My favorite ad was the one that we had. I showed you to help you poop better.
Oh.
Where you had to sit a certain way, and it was a stool.
The potty stool.
The squatty potty.
The squatty potty.
You guys ever seen a squatty potty? You guys remember that? And then it showed the crap coming out of people's butts, and it was rainbows?
Yeah.
Yes, that was an ad that played on our videos for a while. Yes, I don't know why, Andrew. I don't know if they've kicked us up into some bracket where like we're considered a little older or something. But you got one guy that's not even old enough to drink, and we constantly have like beer and alcohol ads.
We do.
And yet, on a regular video, we can't just roll up and say, "Hey, what the fuck's going on?"
Can't say the N-word, not that one, but the political one.
The German one. You're always
the German one. Yeah.
He's a big World War II guy. You can't say anything religious. You can't say fuck. But before you can't watch us say that, here's an ice cold beer. Make sense of that. I would be all in. All we could ever do is beer ads if they would just let us talk however we wanted.
That would be pretty cool.
Does Q drink off cam without your knowledge? Well, he will say no, he doesn't. And I have to say no, I don't think he does. Because then if I thought he did, he wouldn't be fooling me. So I don't really know how to answer that.
No, I don't.
I do know this. He was drug tested at school last year. And he passed.
I passed. It's because the little note you read.
Tell him the story. Tell him what I wrote on the paper.
Well, I told you, which... It was totally warranted, and I agree. I told you, like, look, man, I got called to the cafeteria with, like, 6 other people, and basically, if I don't turn this in, I'm going to get, what's it called? After-school suspension or detention every day I don't turn it in. So you're like, okay. Then you wrote something like, oh, I didn't know my kid was going to get detention if you didn't turn this in, you Nazis, or something like that.
I said I wasn't aware that we were living in 1942 Germany, where it's your business what he does, this, that. And I wrote something and then ended it with you Nazis.
And by the way, there's some girl I knew who didn't turn that in, and she just didn't show up to detention, and she never got it again. So I guess they didn't enforce
legally, I think they were just bullying you. I think legally they couldn't do anything, but they were going to lie to us about it. But then when the random drug tests come out after I wrote my paragraph on his drug paper, surprise, he was randomly chosen.
I didn't get to take it again.
You didn't get to take it again like you were disappointed?
I was disappointed. You know what's weird, though? Even though I knew, like, with 100% certainty I was going to pass, I was still nervous. Like, getting pulled over, you're still nervous. It's just weird. But
Wrong, not that N-word, Dave. He's talking about a Nazi. We're not going to this is never going to see the light of day. How's Charlie? Charlie's real good. She's sitting over there chilling, posing. Charlie is the reason when we were doing the tuna smoothie, that I really about projectile vomited.
Why?
Because I'm trying to hold this in, and I put the tuna can down there, and she's right over there looking at me eating the tuna, and something about that while I'm eating the same tuna in the form of a smoothie.
That's awesome.
Got all over me, dude. I about spewed. Did you guys watch that earlier? That was a legit. I got like real close. Deadly Gamer. I love these guys. Well, thank you, Deadly Gamer.
Love you too.
Well, then why are you awake now, Trevin? That's the question. You know what's odd is Miss Mabry said that like she felt like we were ignoring her or something, and then I gave her a glowing review, and then she went away.
Hopefully she heard it.
Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but she'll be back. Do you know anything about Charlie Chill?
No.
Who the fuck is Charlie Chill? And why are people so suddenly obsessed with this guy that's just now hitting 100,000 subscribers? My Twitter feed, like 10 people, Charlie Chill this, Charlie Chill that. I don't know who the fuck Charlie Chill is. So no, I don't know anything about Charlie Chill other than suddenly out of the clear blue sky, this dude just blew up on my Twitter and he has like 100,000 subscribers.
Good for Charlie Chill.
Two dudes reviews who are often on here are big fans of Charlie Chill. So if they ever do a live stream, I have no... I guess he chills. I assume this.
Right on.
Subway meatball and pepperoni with black olives on flatbread. I could deal with that. I could handle that. How are the pigs doing?
They're doing good. I'm trying to get rid of them.
Julian, what's up? Good to see more. You know, Julian, this will sound weird. We hear from a lot of Irish fans.
That's cool.
We like not so many British fans, but the Irish.
The Irish love us.
Irish love us, so I'm down with it. And
we love the Irish.
Those of you that know, our last name's not that hard. I'm just not going to throw it to you, but like our last name is a derivative. It is Irish.
I thought it was German.
No, it's German, Irish, but like there is a building in Ireland that like, I don't want to say too much, a fiefdom that stands based upon our last name.
I had some teacher in like 4th or 5th grade a long time ago ask me about my last name and tell me it was a village in Germany.
Yeah, it's probably
I
true.
don't know
That's it's one of those names. Interesting. Blarney.
Yes, you guessed it.
Charlie Chill got the subs because his kid behind the camera, he didn't work hard. Fair enough. Okay, I already learned. So he's tied into that whole angry grandpa thing.
Cool.
Dude, we are on that track. Angry grandpa's got to die sometime. I'm old as fuck. The minute he dies,
bang.
I'll slip into...
There's a void and we'll fill it.
And you could just be the guy that plays the dumbass following me around and I'll smash shit and say random things. I'm already halfway there. I do that normally.
You do.
So I could be the next angry grandpa when it's time to fill it.
It'll be great.
There you go.
And we'll be rich.
We will be rich, as opposed to not even scratching a hit middle class. What happened to the big knife? The big knife is in the big knife holder, brother. If there's two people I hate most on YouTube, it's Kid Behind the Camera and McJuggernuts, and maybe Oniason. You know, I don't get the McJuggernuggets thing.
Don't get why he hates him, or don't get why people
I just
watch?
Don't get why people watch. I don't understand, but that's...
Yeah, it's not entertaining to me.
I mean, I don't hate the guy. I just see it and I'm like, okay.
It's not my thing. It's like oysters. I don't like oysters.
And I do like oysters. What time is it in America? Well, Julian, where we are in America, it is 5:06 a.m. But, you know, there's various times. But where we are, it's 5:06 a.m.
What? Where are you from, Julian?
He said he's Irish.
Oh, he did? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, gotta keep up.
Gotta keep up.
Life moves pretty fast.
It does.
Dude, we've been at this for a long time again. Yeah. You got anything, like, interesting before we wrap it up?
No.
You know what my favorite part of the 4-hour video was, for those of you that sat through it? I opened a beer at the beginning of the 4-hour video, and I drank the same beer for 4 hours. I watched some of the video, and there's me taking... Yes, Ferris Bueller. There's me taking drinks of it. At the end of the video, there was that much beer left, and I had to go get a cold one. I'm kind of there with this one. I cracked this one. There's just a little bit left. We're not talking about those guys, Elizabeth. We're over it.
What guys?
You know. Oh. You know. Again, See, people say we're shit disturbers. Elizabeth just tries to, like, throw out landmines to get us going.
From Dublin. Right on.
When this video ends and gets taken down, I'm going to go watch guys' videos for the next 2 hours. Well, thank you, Barry C. You can go back and watch the evolution of where we did videos. We once sat at a kitchen table. Then we sat here and it was super white and we had no background. And so we started adding things because it looked like we were floating in, like, negative space.
We should go back to that again. Well, it's way too much work to remove.
Do you remember the camera used to just keep focusing but there was so much white back there? It just, almost drove our camera crazy. Dublin. You should keep up with the videos. I really don't understand how you don't have more subscribers. One day you'll grow. I'll tell you the honest truth. The reason we don't have more subscribers is we give too much of an opinion. We know what we're doing, why we don't have subscribers. People say they want opinions. Certain people, you guys must want opinions, but there is a large segment of people that don't really want to hear straight opinions. They want this review. Hey guys, I'm Greg, he's cute. Together, we're Mr. Happy 0121, and today we're going to eat a cheeseburger. And you know what, gang? It's going to be awesome. After we eat that cheeseburger, we're going to say some other stuff in this kind of voice that sounds soothing. And then we're going to play some music and go away. And we'll be back tomorrow. But we don't do that. We don't have any music. Our camera angle's weird. We don't use graphics. And we're kind of assholes. So that's why we don't have more subs.
Yeah.
That's the secret. If I changed into that, hey guys, that soothing voice, the voice that sounds like someone just baked you cookies, and we're pleased to see you, and everything we eat is awesome, we'd have more subs.
This is Patrick says, your opinion is like a titty. I want it.
What?
Right on.
Okay. Well, thank you. Depends on the titty, Patrick. Your opinion, a night with Mia Khalifa.
Is she related to Wiz Khalifa? No? What?
Anthony Bourdain or Guy Fieri, the rebel of former... this is where I have the world's worst taste and I'm aware of it. I prefer Guy Fieri. I prefer Guy Fieri.
Oh, I know.
I will turn Guy Fieri on a Friday, and Guy Fieri will stay on using the same lame catchphrases, driving his little stupid car place to place, at diners, drive-ins, and dives.
That's right.
I'll watch him for hours. Anthony Bourdain comes across to me is a little full of himself.
Don't be sorry, Patrick. I loved it.
But if it makes anyone feel better, my mother is a big Anthony Bourdain fan.
I don't even know who Anthony Bourdain is. But I know who Guy Fieri is.
Only by walking in my room and...
In memes. There was a time where he was really...
Hi, guys! He's so, like...